Hello and welcome! My name's Jason. This is the Happy Jacks Network, Happy Jacks RPG on Twitch and YouTubes and your tubes? Nope. I regret it and I wish I hadn't said it. We'll fix it in post.
Yep.
So, hi. You're watching episode 7. 6.
No.
Oh, the thumb is, yeah, okay. That's what I said. Episode 7 of The Drop here on Happy Jacks. You can find previous episodes over at happyjacks.org/thedrop for everything that we've done so far. There's even a podcast version if you just don't want to look at our dumb faces. But highly recommend because we're cute. And particularly Clara. There you go. I just paid you a compliment in public.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That.
Don't we all agree that Clara looks super cute?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm like a reverse fairy. If you give me attention, I will die.
Yeah. Yeah.
See a mirror universe
you know, chat, if you get the opportunity, let's all say something we appreciate about Clara in the chat today.
No.
So, you know.
I hate this.
We
Hi.
look forward to seeing that
I'm
later.
just going to intro this. Hi, I'm Clara. Oh my god. As the Chiron says below me, I hope, I play Yrsa Aven, who is our Bruiser, and is about to punch people until she gets her girlfriend back. It's one of those relationships where you don't put a label on it, and that's going to be a problem later, I'm sure. Maturity. Joey, who are you and how did you get here?
That's a great question. I fell through some kind of wormhole. I don't know. I'm still figuring that shit out.
Smear Universe Joey?
Maybe it's mute. Yeah, clearly. No, there's no beard. Which I can't grow a beard anyway, so there we go. Anyway, enough about me and my lack of beard. I'm Joey, and I am playing Max Ego, the station sweetheart, who is here having a good time.
God, that just like rocketed through my brain.
Like Lady Godiva?
To me, it's all about Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, sure.
When they're like
that scene.
bashing zombies in syncopation.
I will say, that was the most, like, dad at a bar mitzvah dance I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This, like...
I know what I am. I'm
Don't
also
stop him.
seated
Don't
at
stop
a
him.
chair.
I'm not stopping him, I'm just letting him know.
Don't stop him.
I
Don't
see-
stop him.
Don't stop him now.
I hate you.
Because he's having a good time. He's having a good time.
Yeah. All right. So fun fact, I actually can dance. I took dance classes at college. I just have trouble dancing in a seat behind a desk and no music. Nick?
Yes,
How
I am.
How did you get in here?
Bifrost Bridge.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I finally embraced my half-assed guardian heritage, and I'm a son of Falstaff, and here we are.
But see, to me, that sounds like half-assed
Yeah,
guardian
half-assed
heritage.
That's
Bury
right.
that.
And
It took me a second to go, oh, it's half Asgardian.
Yes.
That's
Well,
half Asgardian.
it just depends on where you put the hyphen.
They're both accurate.
Yeah.
I am playing Sach Balabanov, who is the pilot of this group, and he is wearing very expensive armor, since that came up earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's going to matter in a minute. Maybe.
Is it?
Michelle?
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I am playing Cece, mechanic extraordinaire, and now very fearful of what's about to happen to us.
Now, we've got some pickups for safety here. I want to thank you for joining us for episode 7 of our The Drop RPG, based in the Drop RPG system. published on the drop by the drop. You can catch past episodes over at happyjacks.org/thedrop, and anything and everything that Happy Jacks has ever done at happyjacks.org/shows. So that's all a good time. And so a quick recap of last time. We made some effort to protect people who had escaped, some of the human survivors who have survived by being uploaded into machine bodies. We're trying to protect their anonymity because there's not that many people on the station, and there's like 80 like former human robots. I mean, they're still human, I guess. The former meatbag humans who are no longer meatbags. And they are currently under threat because Rise Corp, well, we actually don't know that for a fact. One of the XO of the mission, do you remember what I called him? I can make up a name now because I have a name generator in front of me.
No,
Milton?
Yes.
A
Milton
week
was
after-
the first mate,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Milton.
and 6 members of the crew.
Who were unnamed.
Yes.
After about a week, the Milton, the XO on the ship. Yep. I
Okay.
take copious notes on this show and this show
Is it
alone.
XO Milton or his first name is Milton?
Milton is the XO.
Okay.
That was all we got.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Milton Winge is his last name.
Winge,
Was his
W-I-N-G-E.
name.
Yep.
Quit your
So,
whinging.
Commander Winge is, as he was formerly known.
Oof.
Not good.
Oof. Sometimes you are not made to go into command.
Yep. It just, yeah. It's like if your last name is Parts. It's just going to be tough working through the ranks
Yep.
until you're a general.
Yeah,
Yep.
only that first one is real
Yeah,
tough.
yeah. I feel like Corporal Parts has
Not
maybe
better.
some issues. And,
I don't know, major parts ain't bad.
oh, yeah, that's not bad, actually.
General Parks is kind of nondescript, though.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. All right. So, we had a general sense of the energy around the station. About 20 of the survivors, which we're calling the reconstituted.
No.
The
They're not
Tang
orange
generation.
juice,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
We're calling that.
It was a great word, and I thought I wrote it down.
I thought it was the recovered.
I take a lot of
I think it
notes.
was the recovered.
It's the recovered.
The recovered. Okay.
That's the problem with the copious
Yes.
amount of notes is I can't find anything.
All right.
I found my note. It says the recovered.
Yes.
The recovered. About 20 of the 80 are with Commander Winge and his mission, and he is incensed that the logs and the records of how their minds were uploaded to machines, which has never been accomplished before, and was somehow accomplished by a space-mad AI that was a lonely nanny bot for too long in deep space, and also was trying to save its cargo, the colonists that were along for the ride, and save them the only way it could figure out how, by killing most of them and saving about 80 people. Literally saving them, like, to the hard disk.
Which is still a floppy disk icon for some
Yes.
reason 400 years
Nobody
from now.
knows what it is.
Yeah. Choices made.
So we know this small group wants the records of how they were uploaded so that can be disseminated publicly, but we also know if that information gets out, a bunch of the people who are there, it would probably be easier to detect them, and about 60 of the people want to maintain their anonymity and hopefully ship out as soon as possible, as soon as the ship is here, which shouldn't be long, right? Pioneers are coming through and wanting to head out to find Sphere 7, but we are trying to protect their anonymity because they deserve that after everything they've been through. But in the process of doing so, we all had some little bit of downtime missions. CC had some mechanic work, but also like squirreled away those logs with your friend Melvin, and AI. Kelvin. And Kelvin has stored it, asked permission to read the logs, but was not given that, and says that he'll honor that. the business that Sach got up to was the docks.
Living large.
Yeah. But the guy who runs the docks, the Marquis, was very interested in being friends with Sach, and they have developed a friendship, and it's worked out well, and nothing's gone wrong.
I'm sure it will continue to do so.
You had a very unfortunate phone call to get the gunners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not great. But I do want to show off my shirt for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
So
it doesn't just say fuck.
Right.
Can you only see fuck on it?
You can only see fuck.
Oh, I love it.
Fuck Rise Corp.
But just in case.
Yeah.
The former also works.
Right.
Okay. Now, Max had occasion to come, gin up his own show.
And it went really, really well. It was really well received. I've got no problems whatsoever. And so that's why I'm having a party. And we're going to keep moving on, because if we keep talking, that's going to be the truth.
Yeah, except you got completely screwed on the deal.
Yeah. Just a little.
Some might say shellacked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got wrecked.
Hosed.
On that
I got
one.
hosed.
Yeah.
He took his points on the back end.
Yeah, I'll say.
Well,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
went on dropping your station.
But it's still, profitable.
Sure.
Right? And you're making money. It's just your host, the Fate.
Is it the Fate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never gave her a name.
None of them have names. Really.
None of them have names. They have actresses, though.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, guess what? We can do this right now.
You
Fate
were
Emma
smart.
Thompson.
Or Fate Emma Thompson.
Okay. So Fate Emma Thompson is not Weston Bobo.
Are you sure?
How reliable is that name generation, Jason?
Shae Tompkin is this is the Emma Thompson, and that's the head of main show type
Head of
entertainment, right?
yeah.
And then the other one is Nicola Como, and I think that is the one played by Angela Bassett.
Mm-hmm. She's the Fate of Services?
Yeah, and that's a sort of generalized term for a lot of the things that are available to you at Tivoli Gardens. So it's not services as in the people who change your sheets. It's the people who make it so you need to change your sheets.
But
I love
also
it.
the people who change your sheets.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's full service.
And let's see. Who is the other one played by?
I don't remember.
Not Lucy Liu. That's Madeline. Hold on. Is it Tilda Swinton?
Maybe.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
My notes are too extensive. Tilda Swinton is services Angela Bassett's hospitality.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Oh yeah, hospitality is a better term for that. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that one will be Sherry with a CH, ERRIE, Bats. Bat.
Who was
Rats!
the second one?
BAATZ.
And she's services, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, services in general. Nicola Como is head of hospitality, and Shae Tompkin is head of entertainment. Yeah, like stage entertainment, as opposed to the kind that comes to your room.
Cool. I'm gonna have to do this on the notes app.
Of course, there's a lot of overlap in their spheres as well, but they have their general bailiwicks and work pretty well together. Mm-hmm. However, they are not a monolith, and they will vie for power and influence within Tivoli Gardens. But even given all that, there is no one outside of Tivoli Gardens that they would flip on the group for, right? They would all three stop in the middle of a knife fight fight somebody from Rise.
Right.
Right, like, hold on, we need to kill that one first. Yep, okay, now let's go back to killing each other. They're not quite that bloodthirsty, but they, yeah, they're...
I think they're pretty cutthroat in business.
Oh,
Yes.
It might not be
Absolutely.
like
Kill each
blood
other.
in the streets,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
business-wise.
but red lines.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so...
Quick question.
yeah.
Joey, did you play in the Exodus trailer back in 2019?
What?
The Exodus Traveler?
Yeah,
Exodus
I
Traveler?
did.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
I did.
It was a question.
Oh, yeah. That was Milo Hawkins.
The same one. The very same Joey,
Very same.
if you can believe it.
Mm.
There are many out there who says he still roams the RPG sphere.
So that was Max's, week or so after getting back, and Yrsa spent some time in decompressing with her friend Wiggles.
Signy.
is what I said.
Wiggles?
Where did Wiggles come from?
There's an I and a G in it.
England or Canada, I think?
Yeah. I'm sure we'll get a wiggle.
Wiggly. So Signy,
Thank you.
a friend of yours who let you stay over with her for a while because you didn't want to stay by yourself, and then unfortunately at the end of the week, within a week or so, the stayover got a little strained, and it was time to get back to normal. This is, I need to get my apartment back, and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Which is fine.
She was nice about it. It wasn't like a blow up, but it was like, this is done.
Yeah.
Then you all were getting ready to meet up. You were actually meeting up on the Brosnia, Sacha's ship, and Sach thought we were having a little bit of a celebration. Nobody else knew that they were coming to a celebration, but
It was a good week.
there was champagne and snacks and all kinds of things ready for everyone. But within just a little while of reconvening, Yrsa got a message from Signy that she wanted to know where the logs were, where the AI logs, and that Yrsa needed to bring them. It was a strange request. It was something along the lines of like, I know that you know where they are, bring them, and we can make some money or something like that. I don't remember exactly what I said. But then it turned out that message was like perfect grammar, capitalized first letter, period at the end of the sentence, no emojis, and that's not how Signy typically
I was
communicates.
gonna say, I tend to text like
I do
that.
too, but Signy's cool.
That's true. And then Signy sends a second message that's just fried shrimp emojis, and you know something's wrong.
From her other account that is like logged into her brain computer, and
It's just a GIF.
yeah.
It's a Max Ego GIF.
Max,
I did for fried shrimp.
yeah, it's a GIF of you eating fried shrimp for that restaurant commercial that
Exactly.
you did.
Yeah.
Yep. Just fried shrimp in the mouth and then out of the mouth, and then in the mouth and out of the mouth.
It's your early work. It's not impressive.
Listen, it's classic.
Yeah. Yeah, Coke Classic did real well.
Whatever you say, Captain.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I know when I've been insulted.
Now, the team devised a very clever plan of send Max in to make noise, I guess.
What do you
Yrsa
request?
was approaching the door of the apartment that Signy is in and is expecting you to show up, presumably with the logs of information. And you have a fake data crystal of some kind.
We have a fake data crystal.
Okay.
Can I lie? Am I good at lying? We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
See, yeah, no, Yrsa can lie.
Yeah, it's a social skill, and it looks like you have a point in it. So, yeah, that's your flat skill.
Excellent.
By the way, does the listing of the attributes make sense now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a
Yes.
little clearer.
Thank you. Yes.
Cool. So, the that's the plan on this side of the table. On this side of the table, we're flying the Brosnia, full-size box truck spaceship, up to Signy's balcony.
I did not think we could get 4 and then 5, maybe more on Flyer.
No,
Not
certainly
safe.
not. Yeah, they'd have to ride on the outside. But the just like you just Teen Wolf it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for one of us to have to Teen Wolf it.
That's what mag boots are for.
Yeah. Stab it through the top. hang
That
on
was
for-
unnecessary. You did not need to stab it with your knife. You have mag boots on.
I do, but I don't trust mag boots as much as I trust, like, having something in there.
I mean, we have seen that mag boots don't always work.
Mag boots fail. Knife don't.
Knives are forever.
Kinda.
Can I have that shirt?
Yeah, I was just thinking I'm going to write that
With
down.
the mag boots
Make it
fail
equal.
part?
Yeah,
Mag boots fail, knives are forever.
Yep, that is a solid quote material there. But Sach brought the ship around successfully, docked with the kind of like got the overcollar dock tube set up on Signy's balcony, and actually did pretty well at it. I think it knocked around a little bit. It was like a medium success
Yes.
on the roll, so there was some like banging around a little bit. But then your 2 gunners who came along are 2 hired guns, I should say, have pulled on their like proper like the rest of their vac suit, and their faces are obscured, and it's they look very cool. They've done this before, even though their vac suits are basically Carhartt.
I'm here
It's
for a
the-
Carhartt
it's
moment.
the space
Yeah.
version of a balaclava. You know?
Yeah, it is. It's like these like dark tan vac suits with a black helmet and this like sort of faceplate that comes down over it.
But see, that is scarier than if you're like all decked out in the fancy shit. This is
Right.
people who just get work done.
Yes.
And they
Yeah.
don't care
They
about.
get down
They
to
do
business.
not care.
And they're like, oh, if I get blood on this Carhartt thing,
Yeah.
I'll throw it away and buy another one. Like, I don't need to worry about
Yeah.
my fancy assassin gear.
One of them has a laser rifle over her back and a laser pistol in hand. The other one has a flechette pistol and a like sawed-off shotgun in a long thigh holster.
I'm sorry, I had a moment.
Okay.
I had to have a moment. Continue.
Okay. Certainly, so flechettes and like shotgun shot is safer in a space station environment than regular bullets. And the one thing that Yrsa was told that I don't recall you passing this on directly, but it was they have guns.
I feel like I would
Okay.
have passed
All
that
right.
bit on.
All right. That's fine.
I don't think that I would have contacted the Marquis.
Yeah,
if-
you're right.
if-
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
it
didn't
came
know
up
that
that
they were
this is extremely dangerous. Okay, so before we go any further, has everyone here seen The Fifth Element?
Yes.
Yes.
It's been
Okay.
a long time, but
Great.
yes.
Okay. Unrelated.
It's a Jason game. I'm gonna have a moment here. I need to have my bisexual moment.
So the ship is docked. Your 2 hired guns are kind of waiting by the door, like kind of just waiting for the signal. They're not anxious or
Right, they're professionals.
impatient. They're just waiting there with like guns pointed at the floor, ready to go in and clear the doors and corners and do their thing. And I think you're waiting on some kind of signal.
Yes.
Okay. Cece, where are you? What are you doing?
I think somebody needs to like make sure the ship stays where it needs to stay.
Well, I mean, it's not going to blow away.
True, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Can I trust that it's gonna?
Yeah, I mean, in this environment, in this day and age, the like ships are much more high tech, and particularly any ship that was probably. I mean, I bet the Brosnia was built here, which is why it's a little boxy and less kind of elegant than a lot of the like yachts that come through and that kind of thing.
Right.
Which means it also has hardwired in like how weird the winds can get sometimes, and just all that kind of stuff. And so I imagine there is some software built in that is I think most people assume, yeah, we just put a docking collar out. Like, the ship is going to compensate to try to maintain that seal. That's now its highest priority on
Okay.
autopilot.
So then I'm going to be suited up,
Okay.
have my stunner, my infinity rope, because, you never know.
You never know.
And I'm not going to go in first.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not a bruiser.
Remind me, your stunner is a, like, touch taser, or it fires a dart of some kind? Or?
I think it fires a dart of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I don't want to have it be the kind with wires, so we'll say it's a little, like, battery
Yeah,
pack.
because it has a magazine, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll say they're little, like, battery pack darts that deliver a shock. That sounds horrible, actually, now that I've described that. Like, you get mosquito stabbed, and then it shocks you.
Yeah, it sucks.
I hate it.
Isn't that just what a stun gun is? Or like a taser?
Well, they don't actually, like, pierce your skin. They grab onto your clothes, usually,
Oh.
and it's close enough. I mean, they can burn you. Like, they will, but, like,
Oh.
they don't, like, stab into you.
I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen
Yeah,
of the
it's
other.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so that's what's happening out on the ship. Now, Sach, where are you preparing? Are you, like, in the pilot seat? Are you over by the opening to the docking collar? I mean, you can open the door from anywhere.
Yeah, I think that Sach believes he's going to take a more active part, so he's closer to the docking collar. Do you have medical supplies ready in case?
Of course. Always.
And he's armed himself with the laser pistol, and I think probably a hand stunner, so like a contact.
Yeah, okay.
And then also, he just in case, he is wearing a set of knuckle blasters.
Sure. Just a backup.
In case something absolutely
Yeah.
positively needs to
Yeah,
go
but
down.
You need, like, an emergency knuckle.
I'll
Then
use
that's...
my weapons if I have to, but technically I'm the cleric. I'm just going to walk in and fix people up.
Okay. So, the... we have a good idea of what's happening on the Brosnia. Max,
Yeah.
you went into party,
Uh-huh. And make a lot of noise.
but that's, like, I'm trying to picture, because, the apartment is, like, upstairs, Yrsa has to take, like, an elevator to get up there, and so I'm trying to think, your party is, like, downstairs and kind of public?
Yeah, it's a distraction so that the focus is on the party.
Okay.
So hopefully they're not going to see the ship docked so many feet up.
Oh,
It's dazzle camouflage.
okay.
Dazzleflage.
Dazzle flash.
Okay. Just so long as it's clear that, like, you're down in the lobby and they're, like,
Yeah,
up
absolutely.
in an apartment
I'm
building.
Not,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
aware I'm not nearby.
Okay.
But my job is to, like, draw all the
That's
attention.
a spiritual distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I like it.
And what better way to do
Social
that
aggro.
than with
Yeah.
a karaoke contest?
Also,
Yes.
he's not going to get hurt if he's not there with us.
Yeah. Exactly.
I hadn't thought about that.
Stop doing
And-
that.
And hopefully no one in crowd has axe to grind while he is unprotected.
No, just pelvis
Yeah, let's hope.
to grind. Get it?
Yeah,
It's like
I got
a
it.
sexy move.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
grinding with axes is very...
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. You
Yep.
don't just not grind
Don't
with
try this at
excess.
home, kids.
Nope, never.
Is that an axe in your pocket or no?
Stares at Stella. Wrong game.
Yep. Okay, so,
Actually,
Yrsa, you were about to knock on the door, just as all of our, disparate threads are coming together.
quick question. Just before this, did we set up a, like, is there a password?
There's
is there
a
word
comm
that
link.
means...
Let's make the reverse safe word. Zoo?
The danger word.
The danger word, can we say zoo?
Zoo.
Zoo,
Okay,
okay.
great.
Now, I think we also established that there's enough, like, white noise generator for privacy that your comms now are starting to talk to each other. Like, you can just hear them. And there was that moment where we could hear the static hiss. And there was, some of us may have remembered the humming, the singing that went along with that just a week ago. But no, I definitely didn't actually hear anyone singing. That's not anything. So the three of you and the two hired guns are on a comm that you can kind of hear each other on. Max, you know, as Yrsa goes up the elevator, you realize, like, oh, right, there's all the, like, privacy noise generators. Like, you're not going to be able to hear comms. It's not that, like, you all can text each other, but microphones just aren't going to pick up anything.
Well, that's fine. And I'm probably wearing my shades that help the heads-up display.
Sure.
So I can keep in communication with everybody, but...
Okay. Now, as Yrsa is about to knock on the door, okay.
Yeah.
What is Max doing precisely at this moment?
He has gotten a hold of someone's guitar. No one knows where it came from. Max certainly didn't bring it with him.
Sure. This is like a spacey,
a spacey
futuristic,
electric, yeah, very Gem of the Holograms moment.
Hell yeah.
And
It's got like 3 necks.
oh yeah. See,
One goes the other way.
he was upset because the karaoke machine did not have the song he wanted to sing, and he's drunk enough now to think, oh, I can just play it.
Yeah.
And accompany myself. Which, I mean, I have a 2 and perform. I might be able to. Who knows?
Well, now, since you are trying to provide a functional distraction, let's roll performance.
Okay.
This is what happens when I don't bodyguard you, is you immediately find a guitar. Anyway, here's one
Anyway,
You're like, damn it, I thought I hit all the guitars.
You're just like about to
wait.
knock. She's like,
I just roll with advantage.
I
Yes.
hear Wonderwall.
Anyway, trips up from the hallway.
Hey!
Oh shit!
There we go.
Lucky
That's an
13.
11. 12, 13, yeah.
Yep, lucky 13. Yeah, you know, you busted out. People are, like, coming over from other parties. So, like, what the, you know, like, there's a whole, like, wedding reception. I mean, there was a pretty bawdy wedding reception already, but, like, people are, like, leaving that to go, like, the bride is, like, looking at her like, oh.
We've all seen Vegas weddings. We know
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
Did you say, like, one of the brides? Probably, like, 5 people getting married to each other, which is, you know,
Mazel tov.
fine. Yeah.
Work.
So, you've got a lot of attention.
Good.
Right? Not only that, like, you set out to do a distraction, but I think, I mean, I don't want to characterize Max for you, but, like, this could be a moment where you're, like, actually feeling yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's letting me do things my way.
right.
and
Like, you
not-
had a job to do, but
Is that
I'm
the
real
next song?
good at it.
How dare you?
I could hear it.
Also, yes. But, yeah, because everything he's been doing has been under the jurisdiction of the Fates. And this, you know, the big show, and this is him getting to actually just fuck around and have fun and do what he does best.
And the woman who runs this place was Ingvar something?
She did not have a last. Did she have a last name?
No, Hilda Ingvar.
Hilda
Hilda-
Ingvar.
Yeah, I think we just treat Ingvar as her last name, even though
Yeah.
that's not really a surname in anyone's language. But
Who
you know what?
knows?
It probably is.
I pulled it from a generator.
Yeah.
As I do everything.
And you know what? It's 500 years in the future, and
is
having
now.
sailed away, we've been away from Earth for 5 centuries.
And, you know, no one's ever had 2 first names for a first and last name before ever.
yeah, that'd be super weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going great. We're gonna love to see this on the socials
Oh,
later.
yeah. It's going to be great.
Yrsa?
Is there any chance? I'm going to ask God, I guess, because we're in character at this point. Is there any chance of this not ending in a shootout / violence?
You just like whisper that to yourself as
Yeah.
you go to knock on the door?
Yeah, pretty much. Or I'm asking you, Jason.
Consult the black
No.
hole.
No? Just, okay, cool. I'm going to knock on the door.
All right.
We all know how socially persuasive you are. I'm sure you'll be able to talk this situation down into a nice, quiet.
I'm going to knock on the door.
The door, picturing like a swing-in door as opposed to like a slidey sci-fi door. Is that, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's a door.
Oh yeah, and it's because it's a probably
It's probably fashioned
some sort of
after.
like pressure door as well, right? So the fact that it can like swing shut is swing shut. The door, like, fast opens like 2 inches. And this very intense bloodshot eye looks out at you. It probably used to be a blue eye, but it's pretty haggard looking. And you get just a little strip of this man's face, right? And basically, the reason why I brought up Fifth Element earlier is, like, do you remember the guy with the picture of the hallway on his hat?
Yeah. What an excellent.
Yeah.
Like,
This is
Paul.
he's like twitchy, and are you Yrsa?
yes.
Give me the crystal.
No, that's not how this works. You let me in.
Give me the crystal. I'll send her out.
That's not how this works.
He's like twitching, and his head is tilting over, and it's enough that like you almost see the other eye, like you see his eyes vertically in the slit of door.
Blink, let me in.
So you're gonna have to choose either persuasion or intimidate.
I'm gonna use. Looking at. I don't have an intimidate on here.
It's persuade.
It's
Oh,
persuade
yeah,
with
exactly.
versions of it. Unless I can use like it's all the same score. But yeah, let's use persuade.
Yeah, I mean that is a situation where like sometimes the skills will attach to a different attribute depending on how you're using them. And so like if you grab someone and push them up against the wall, and you're intimidating them, we roll persuade, but plus your strength, right? Or your physical stat.
In that case, I'm not gonna. But I don't want to lay on hand on him yet because squirrely people with guns. That's not a thing you want to do.
Okay,
with
so
them.
you're trying to play it nice.
Play it nice, yeah.
Okay, so it's a regular persuade roll. So your social stat is just the flat 2d6 plus 1.
I roll so bad in this
Super
game.
good probability on that.
That's an 8 plus 1, so that's a 9,
Great.
which is scraping the bottom of success.
That's the top
Or
of
the
success.
top of success.
Yeah.
7, 9. It's I still want 10 through.
Yeah, 10 plus is the big
Yeah.
success. But
Get it?
all right. So you can tell from like body language, and there's a little bit of exchange, like I don't need to go word for word,
Yeah.
but like he needs some kind of assurance. Like he wants you to show that you don't have any weapons.
Like, like holds up hands, like not holding anything. You can scan me for metal.
Okay.
Like,
And you don't have any guns on you.
No metal guns.
no metal guns.
Okay, tell me what the situation is.
Yrsa has a body pistol. It is specifically.
Where is it?
I'm trying to. Now I have to decide what pants she's wearing. Thanks. It's in her boot.
Okay.
No. Let's go with in her bra because it has to be somewhere that they don't want to check, or if they check, it's gonna be weird.
I mean,
But yeah.
this guy making it weird. That's
Truly accurate. It's still in her bra. Put your
Okay.
guns in her bra.
okay. Oh, you know what? This guy has all the telltale signs of a common, not inebriant. This is like a common drug.
A
Like,
tweaker.
Prism.
Prism.
Yeah.
That's
Prism
right.
is our drug, though. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a like speed type drug, right?
It is now.
Yep.
PRIZM.
Yeah. It
think.
lets you see all aspects of the spectrum.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a whole.
Okay.
It's a whole moment.
So the you could see that the sign, like in his eyes, that's why like the blue of his eyes is all faded out, is because this is kind of what Prism does, and you just end up with colorless irises eventually.
Such a gross
It's cool.
person to have come
It's
in here.
horrible,
Cool.
but it's cool.
That's a
Like,
cool
that's a
use.
great-
Yeah. But yeah, no, just not armed. You can totally scan me if you want to, but
Okay, so they're going to scan you,
full
which
on
means
lying.
I'm going to have you roll. Let's see, you had to hide this knowing that you were going to get scanninated.
There are not a lot of places to hide a gun on a human person. If they're gonna touch you.
Yeah, you know what I want to? I'm going to roll your tactics.
Did I take
Plus-
tactics?
Tactics plus social. Yeah, you have a +1 in that.
Okay. So 2d6.
Well, actually, it should be a mental task, though. Now, this roll I will let somebody help with if it goes real badly, because you did this back, as
Yeah.
you were getting ready to go.
Is this the Die Hard I duct taped it to my back instead?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Sure.
Let's just see what happens. So you do have to roll a disadvantage on this one,
All right.
unfortunately. You are bad at making plans.
That is a 5. That is 5 in total, plus 1 is
Would
6.
you like help
6.
from someone who knows about
I
the
would
lines
like-
of clothing?
I would like help from the person who cares about my wardrobe, yes.
Okay. Well, nobody else has tactics.
Almost took
Could
it,
I
but-
argue social stealth
We are also, I think both of us have streetwise.
or streetwise?
Oh, streetwise would be Max doesn't have
Oh,
that.
no, streetwise.
Oh, fuck, I have streetwise.
Everybody
If you're
else has
talking about-
streetwise.
If you're talking about like clothes and costuming and
Yeah.
whatever, I would argue performance.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's fair. That's fair. So actually, what I'm going to have you do is roll performance plus mental.
Woof.
Because
Okay.
you're not performing,
Right.
you are analyzing the costume, which is really someone else's job.
Right.
There are people for
This
this.
is also my protect suit, the one I wear every day with you. I'm
Oh,
That's
okay.
not bad. So that would be an 8 plus perform, so it's 2 to 10.
okay. That's with disadvantage, folks. That's nice.
min-maxing.
And so you get your plus 1.
Awesome.
Actually, you can either take a plus 2 to your roll or plus 1 and an XP.
1 in XP because it brings me up to 7 versus 8, which
Great.
is the same.
That's
world.
your choice.
Cool.
Do I get anything for helping?
You get not failing the roll.
No, I'm
Yeah.
I just you know
Would you like a
sometimes when you
handshake?
assist, you get XP or you get something. So I
It's
just
like
wanted
a
to check.
hearty handshake.
I'll take a hearty handshake.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
A Laurel and Hearty handshake.
Yeah.
Better than a handy heart shake.
That got dark.
Nice pull.
There's something wrong with me. I really
Okay.
liked that.
So, this brought your roll up to a 7. And I think he is scanning. You said this is in your bra?
Sure.
I mean, you tell me. I don't know.
In that case, small of back. I'm like trying to pick a place that isn't going to get noticed. It is a body pistol, which means it's not made of metal at
Right,
all.
right.
That is why they make them.
Yeah, yeah. Actually what I should have done, body pistol specifically is the type of thing that is meant to be hidden. Mm-hmm. And I should have bumped you up from disadvantage to flat. Mm-hmm. So, do you want to re-roll?
I haven't touched the die, but I can just re-roll.
Well, you don't know which 2 you would have been your flat roll.
Oh, that's true.
So,
I can re-roll, or, I mean,
you can keep your 7 or take your chances, but I'm going to make you take the roll if you do it.
I'll keep the 7, because it's a mixed success, but it's still a success.
It is. It is. Okay, so normally it means like you've got to pay some kind of price or something. So I need to hear Yrsa like not like come on to this guy, but like say something that would distract but not in an intimidating way because that's going to set him off, right? So
All right.
but Yrsa, I don't think normally. This isn't how she hits on people.
This is not. Yrsa, he's got the door open a crack. She just looks at me like, I'm unarmed. First of all, I wouldn't be able to do anything. What did she say? I'm not famous for work with pistol. I'm good with my hands.
Yeah. All right. Everybody watch out. Right, he shouts that back into the apartment. And Signy's apartment, it's not big enough to need any shouting, but he's just like in that upper register neck voice.
Yeah.
Like a shrieking goblin.
It's just one dude.
Well, he lets you in, and there's another guy who looks about as bad off as this one, and they could potentially be related. Right? They don't look exact. They're not like twins or something, but they have some similar features. Pretty good guess that they're siblings. And then there's a gal with them who has dark skin, shaved head, and is decidedly not twitchy.
I don't like that.
Her brown eyes are very dark brown, and she is kind of sitting on the kitchen counter away from where the other guy is sitting with Signy on the couch. And, Signy's hands are tied up in front of her. And he's not, being gross next to her. He's just guarding. Because we're not going to have that in our game.
Nope.
But that is the scene that you walk into. Is the doorman lets you in, and the other one sits next to Signy and has a heavy caliber pistol in his hand.
Okay.
Which is wildly irresponsible anywhere on the space station, particularly on a window room.
Yeah. Where's the couch in relation to the window?
The living room is, it's such a small space. I think the balcony goes out from the bedroom.
Okay.
And so I think you can hear, just because you know what's out there, like you can hear the docking collar kind of like... But these buildings make noise. You know, the air recycler's always going.
Yeah.
If you didn't know what to listen for, you could have missed it.
Yeah.
But
also, if you've ever been up, I used to work in 80 stories up in a building, and you can feel and hear the building swaying.
Yeah. Now, this doesn't have
sure.
the kind of sway mechanics, but yes.
Right.
Yeah. Because this is a retired spaceship that parked here, but you're absolutely right that there's definitely that effect. And also, this is high enough, and the black hole is so intense, gravity drops off really fast, and it's just enough less that you notice it, right? It's not like you're jumping on the moon or something, but it's just enough that it's a little disorienting and,
Or very useful later.
I mean, it's not that much less, but it's enough that it's a little dizzying. So, the room is the room. When you come in, the gal in the kitchen hops off the counter. She has extremely practical-looking combat boots, leggings, and a leather jacket, and is a whole situation.
Yeah, no, another situation. Awesome.
But doesn't have any visible weapons.
Cool. I guess this feels unnecessary, all of this situation, particularly.
So she says, I agree. My friends and I would like to just go ahead and leave. So if you can just give us the crystal, then we're done here.
Promise?
What do I want to, I don't want to murder anyone.
And yet you clearly have taken somebody hostage, and
Right.
I just want to make sure,
Because I had to get your attention, to get you here.
my phone works.
Yeah, that would have been just as effective, I bet.
Might have been. You never tried.
By the way, this is her. So, she kind of switches mental gears and then lists off this date of a famous fight of yours from a year ago.
Yeah.
And she's like, so that fight from 1137 was absolutely incredible. I'm a huge fan. Is there any chance you would sign something for me before we go?
Bless.
What a weird moment.
And the guy at the door is vibrating.
Way to shoot your shot.
I don't know how to react to that. I kind of have it in my head. Yrsa's not super comfortable with being famous, so this whole okay. Where's Max when I need him?
Not here.
Stop me now.
What's happening downstairs? Okay. Can I'm very uncomfortable with the man with the pistol. I will sign something for you. But I need Signy, not in this room.
Well, you give us the crystal, and then we'll let her go. And if you want to sign something for me, that's great.
I don't want to. I don't negotiate with people who are. I don't like to negotiate, especially favors like signing things for people who are threatening my friends.
But we are negotiating. Right
Yes,
now.
we are currently negotiating. Yes,
Yeah.
but it's one of these situations where you don't have if you want something else from me, you're going to have to give me something else.
Well, I mean, we still have your friend.
Yeah, I understand that, but I have a data crystal for you.
So I guess what I want is the data crystal and your signature.
Yes. So I would like my friend and something else, please.
Okay, let's roll negotiate, which you're not trained in.
I am not trained in it.
So flat roll -1.
Oh, I hate flat roll -1.
Yeah.
Oh, don't fuck me.
Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me.
Don't fuck me.
No!
I want to reroll for that alone. Oh, the 4.
I bet you wouldn't ask for the reroll if you roll boxcar.
I probably would, considering it's a 4.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, but I couldn't help myself. It's just right there.
So,
Signy dies and it's your fault. I don't care how I'm gonna figure out how to blame you.
the woman does, she kind of shrugs, and she says, fine, we'll do it without that. Give me the crystal, or she dies. I don't want to do that. And then the guy on the couch, like, jams his gun into her kidney.
Oh, I hate it.
And,
Okay.
and she's, like, yelps, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's not a fighter. She doesn't,
Yeah,
this
no.
is not good for her.
This is not fun for anyone involved.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, and I'm going to have you roll...
I want to punch her so bad.
I'm going to have you roll social, just flat. No -1 or anything. But the way he jabbed his gun into her side, it was the exact same spot that Max got stabbed.
Oh.
And there's just a flicker
Yeah.
of a memory.
Oh, PTSD. That's an 8.
Okay.
I'm not rolling well.
That's fine. And again, folks at home, like at no point are we intending to make fun of PTSD. That is not a funny thing, and not at all what I'm trying to do here. But
I'm actually happy you're enacting it in a game.
our players had a traumatic experience, and I don't think we should just let that go by with nothing.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I would like you to roll a D3 stress.
So
D6 divided by 2.
2.
Okay, so...
And I rolled a 4, so 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 stress for you.
Take the 2 stress.
Um,
Count up to 23, yeah?
it's just easier that way.
It is, I'm sure.
Keep
For some
saying
of
that.
us. Okay, cool. This, okay, I tried.
Just give me the crystal.
Yeah, I will take the crystal out of my pocket. Where it is, this crystal. And I'm going to point to Signy. And I'm just to the bedroom. This is the crystal.
All right.
I want to see her up.
So, the gal, she hasn't told you her name. So
Yeah,
you
she
know.
hasn't. I did not exchange pleasantries.
She like pinches her fingers together and pulls up a like holographic interface that she must have installed in her like fingertips,
Yeah.
and says like, I just need to scan it real quick.
Is it okay to be scanned? Did we clear that?
So much encryption, so many layers of
It's
encryption.
super encrypted, so
upon
sure.
encryption.
You know what? Sure.
Okay.
We've planned for this. I'll hand her the crystal to be scanned. But
Well, you don't have to let go of it.
No,
She
yeah.
just has to like hold her fingers up.
Everything that I do is part of this. So to the bedroom, and then she can scan, and then you can scan.
Okay.
Does that seem fair, considering she's not leaving the building?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have my guy stand in the door, stand in the doorway.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
Now, Yrsa, out of character.
Yeah.
There's like a 50-50 chance from the doorway you
You
might
can
notice
see.
the docking color.
That's true, but she's already in the bedroom, which means we're gonna have to. The extraction happens now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah. So as she's
Yeah. So Signy is walking in there. The guy kind of walks over that way. She like holds up this like whatever this interface is, right? And holds it in front of that, and she's kind of like looking through it from the back of her hand at the crystal.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And she's
started to dig.
analyzing and like, wow, that's some incredible encryption.
It's some incredible software. By the way, have you not noticed that it is a fucking zoo outside? I think Max is having a party downstairs.
The guy by the door, who's supposedly watching Signy, is actually like, no, he's not holding it, but you can see like a holographic interface is like, oh my god, Maxie goes downstairs.
Yeah.
He's less twitchy than probably his brother. We can just say brother.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So was he distracted? Did it look like?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
did he-
He's like
so he hasn't
watching
even
the
noticed.
feed,
she's not going to get through the encryption in time, like, with any
Well, she's not
speed.
trying.
Yeah.
She's just looking at it as, like, the encryption for what it is. Of like,
Yeah.
wow, that's some major encryption. This is probably it. Is basically where
Okay.
she's just is taking a minute to look at it because she's not in a hurry.
Yeah, I know. I'm, like, waiting to see. Yeah. I'm waiting for her to get to the gifts of Cece giving the middle
Well,
finger.
she's not
so-
unencrypting it.
She's
Yeah.
not unencrypting
Right.
So she's
it.
just looking at it.
She's just
Alright.
looking around the outside of the Fabergé egg
Yeah.
without trying to open it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very, very heavily encrypted because this is a series
You
of
have to give me the name of the person who encrypted this for you. This is amazing.
You are asking for a lot.
I don't understand why you're so hostile.
I am not. I'm sorry. You're the one who threatened my friend with a gun, who had nothing to do with
my God,
any of the
she's
situation.
fine.
She is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you say the word?
Yeah.
I did, and I
sorry.
regret it immediately because nothing
don't
is.
regret it.
It's happening now.
Well, because I don't think this conversation happened because the moment that came.
Yeah, I think
through the mic-
that conversation,
Yeah.
like, that's where we were headed.
Yeah.
We all imagined it happening.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
I dropped
Sherlock
it
Holmes' Game of Shadows. We just plotted out this conversation.
Right.
But the moment that you said, that you said, have you seen it? It's like a zoo down there. Sach says, "Go, go, go, go."
Okay? You know, that it opens, it, like, forcibly opens the emergency protocol opens the balconies, airlock. There's a little bit of air transfer, but it's nothing intense. The hired guns go right through, and the...
Stay on post for support, and I will follow the guns.
And so the gal with the flechette pistol just opens fire on the guy in the doorway.
Well, like you do.
Like you do.
So, Sach, I'm going to have you roll social plus guns.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Social plus guns.
You hired
Social
these
plus
folks.
Guns.
Oh, I'm very scared. Well, they know what Signy might look like. Like, they know, they've been briefed
They
on the
know the
situation.
one who's still
Yeah,
tied
the one
up
tied
is
up.
gonna be the-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
they're not going to shoot
right.
Signy. I assume you had a picture, too.
Yeah,
Like,
we
this
have
is who we're going to go
pictures.
pick up.
Hold on, can't show you that one. Can't show you that one. Can't show you that one. There we go.
I mean, she wouldn't care.
She wouldn't. But, you have to... Man.
That is not a good roll. That looks like a 6.
6. Cece, is that... Do you could give any tactical advice on how the hired guns are going in?
Well, I don't have anything in tactics, but I can. It is part of my high, so I guess would it still a minus?
Oh, yeah, you wanted to put your 1 into electronics. Sorry, I didn't move
Right.
that for you. So,
that's okay.
yeah. But, yeah, let's do mental plus guns.
Okay, so
Oh, that's a very good roll for you.
yeah. So that's a 10.
Okay.
Work.
So, do you want the +2 or the +1 and an XP?
I guess the +1 and the XP, because 7 or 8 is
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, 8 is pretty silly to give up an XP for. So the layout unfolds, the hired guns go in, and you could see, like, they just had a poor sense of how big the bedroom was, and they kind of, like, stumble over each other a little bit. But Cece, you're able to, like, give a quick course correction of, like, no, jump over that, there's room on the other side of it, and, the two of you are able to kind of direct all of this. And they do. And between the two of them, the guy by the doorway is just like, like very close range, like hard rubber flechettes to the chest, and he's like pushed back against the door and like drops his gun and is not knocked out, but like the wind is he's it's like the wind's knocked out of him and he's like trying to get his shit together. And I think here we need to roll an initiative. Max, you go ahead and roll initiative too if you want.
I will do it.
Because, we got to figure out what verse you're on.
Well, clearly. Yeah. How are we doing initiative in this?
It is your, oh yeah, good question.
We had it written on the other one, didn't we?
It was different.
Well,
in the
it
one.
was-
hold on. Did I write
We had
the...
multiple
Yeah.
Stats.
Right, we were using like decks and stuff which don't exist
Dex and
anymore.
endurance and...
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's everybody roll 2d6. And
So I would say if someone has tactics, they should probably get a bonus there.
yeah,
And
Extra.
maybe
streetwise.
streetwise or perception.
And then if there's a physical, here it is. So
Does that stack?
you're going to get a bonus for tactics and streetwise, and then if depending on what you're doing, it would be guns or melee or stealth, like depending on how you're starting the fight.
Okay.
So you just have to tell me. You get your tactics plus streetwise and something from the physical column.
So here's my question: does all of that stack?
Yeah. I mean,
So-
you only get one physical skill.
But if I have tactics and streetwise, or like tactics and persuade or whatever, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, no, it's tactics and streetwise.
Tactics, streetwise, and perception. We said.
No, and a physical skill that is
Okay.
appropriate to how you're fighting.
Okay.
What if I'm fighting with my performance?
Let's just deal with Yrsa first.
So that's a +3 then.
Wouldn't it be +4?
What am I missing?
Well, your streetwise and tactics are both +1, and you're going in with a melee fight.
Sure.
So
Yeah. All right. I'm not arguing about that.
I mean, are you gonna
Yeah.
punch this lady or not?
I'm gonna punch this lady.
Okay.
Yeah. No. So that's snake eye. Well, that's not snake eyes. That's 2 4s and then another 4. So 12. I can do basic.
Okay.
She'll get such a punching.
She's gonna get very punched.
Okay. So we have 12.
That's a punching.
It's a punch.
I almost said we have 12 on Yrsa, which I was like,
That's not
no,
that much.
Yrsa on 12.
Well,
And
the thing that
got
caught
5
me
on
too.
yeah,
The thing that caught me too was like it's doubles. And I was
Oh.
like, I get a thread.
no.
I get
mean,
a thread
yes,
for doubles plus my bonus.
Sure. It just threads don't do anything.
Yeah.
Max, what do you got?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to have you don't have tactics, you don't have streetwise. You're not using any of your physical skills.
No.
You know what?
Performance?
I'm
Doesn't
going to let you add stealth.
Okay.
And you can roll your it's still just 2d6 though.
What song are you performing when this happens?
That's a 10.
There is a suggestion here, which
I'm
is
ready.
very good. Does anyone else know Apollo 440? 440?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so they have a song called "Time Is Running Out,"
Ah,
and it's a
That
super
sounds
good
familiar.
song, and it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
it's
know this song.
Super appropriate.
My
as
brain
well,
is only
thematically.
coming up with the Muse version, which I also quite like.
oh, sure.
Also,
yeah,
yes.
I'll
I
take
don't
the
hate Muse.
version.
Yeah, I'll take the Muse version.
Sorry.
All right.
My other option would have been Tank. The,
Sach,
yeah.
intro from Cowboy Bebop.
Sach, you're going in with guns, I assume.
No, I'm going in with melee
Okay.
because if we don't kill them, I would feel better about that.
I
Okay,
would also
well,
prefer less killing.
Same number, so you've got a total of +2.
Yes, I rolled a 6, all told.
Oh, that's not very high.
Well, I was a little flummoxed. I don't normally command people in combat.
Yeah, and I think the hired guns are just going to go on your turn.
Okay.
CC?
I also rolled a 6 using stealth.
Okay. Who has the better physical stat? Sach does. So, CC, I'm going to have you go after Sach on that
Okay.
tie.
That is fine by me.
Okay. That is an extremely fiddly initiative system that will not be surviving till next week.
Oh, so I'm not going to write that down then.
There's a possibility I actually like it enough to push through the fiddles, but
I like it, but I feel like it does need some refinement.
yeah.
If you had it so that we just had initiative bonus at the top, like,
But my suggestion is that it could be different every time you start a fight.
Depending on what it
oh
is.
shit. 'Cause I like that concept a lot.
Yeah, I like being able to have bonuses across different milieu. Okay, well, Yrsa. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I need to roll initiative.
No, you don't.
That's fine.
I think the bad guy's initiative is kind of based on their threat level. So, yeah. This is the.
Now, someone also said, and I'm going to say this because if you're not wanking, you're not trying, as an old friend of mine used to say. One of the gunmen is already very distracted by the fact that Max Ego is in the building, and he's got his AR goggles on and watching the feed.
Oh yeah, he's the one who got slammed against the wall and is trying to catch his breath and dropped his gun.
Oh, I thought that was the one who was...
That was the one standing in the doorway watching Signy.
Okay. I thought that was the one that... Oh, okay.
The doorway to the bedroom.
Got it.
Right, yeah, that's true. I mentioned there was a doorman, and then there was the one watching Signy. The one who was on the couch watching Signy walked her into the bedroom and waited at the bedroom door.
Cool, and he got a chest full of rubber flechettes.
Yeah.
Got it.
But they go after you. Let's see. Oh yeah. You're pretty sure you recognize this woman as somebody called Freshwater or just Fresh sometimes. But I'll write her down as Freshwater. This name generator is rad. Because it'll give me like 5 names at a time, first and last name, and I can kind of just like pick through it.
I like that.
Yrsa, you're first on my list here.
Cool. Let's go in Fists a-Blazin'. I did not write. Hold on, I have to switch note-taking things. What's my punch score?
You're melee.
Is it just flat melee plus my 2d6?
Yeah, your physical stat.
Oh,
is,
cool.
Advantage +2 for melee.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna jumper. Like things are happening.
Sure.
I'm going to make sure everyone stops fighting, and then we're just gonna
Yeah.
walk out of here.
Take an extra +1 for her distraction.
Cool. Why do I roll like shit?
Is that as bad as it looks from here?
Yeah.
It's not great.
Okay, well you got 2 3s for
I
your
got
advantage.
2 3s plus 2, which brings me up to an 8.
That's a
Plus
+1.
1 is
Plus
9.
1 to 9. So I got there. We got there.
Now, help in combat, I'm open to, but I feel like you got to give up some part of your turn or take a -1 on your roll or something. If
9
anyone...
is still a success. 10 would be...
No, I know,
more,
but if
yeah.
anyone feels like they would have a way to turn that into a 10+ punch, I'm open to it.
What's throwing me off is kind of the initiative order. When we're freeform, it's a lot easier to say like, "Oh, I would do
Sure.
this."
Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's let the 9 stand. It's she's fighting by herself over there. What is this strike? I mean, you hit her. Like what does this look like?
It's just an uppercut to the jaw, and then if I can move around her to behind, that's what I'm going to
Sure.
do.
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
Are you moving to Signy's bedroom side of her, or the opposite, like the kitchen side of her?
Which way is she facing now?
Well, right now she
was
was kind of facing the door you came in.
Yeah.
So I'll just lay this out a little bit.
Thank you.
when you came in, there's the kitchen off to your left, the living room forward and to the right, and then the bedroom is back this way.
Oh, that changes
Which is
things.
then
That's not how I-
where
That's
the
not how I pictured it.
yeah. So this map isn't going to show up on the camera, but we came in here. It does not look like genitalia.
It does
Good
not.
job, me.
The one that
That's
doesn't
2
show
maps.
up. That's
That's
2 maps. Yeah. If yours does.
I
try. Okay, I made it look
can-
like it now.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see.
a little
Okay,
bit.
look. In that case, you can make anything look like junk. Okay.
Yes, in fact, it is a human. It is a human skill, like recognizing faces.
No,
Not
you
better.
had it right the
No,
first
you had
time.
it right. I'll draw it
Oh,
out
I
later.
see it
There
now.
it is.
Yeah. God damn it.
Like I could go through the anatomy with you if you need me
It's
to.
not that much of a stretch.
Hey, don't be
it.
so modest.
Okay.
Oh man.
So you came in here. She was, kind of like came out of the kitchen to
Okay,
meet
okay.
you. Couch guy was over here, walked Signy into the bedroom,
Not how I imagined that going.
and
All right.
doorman was kind of like still by the front door, the apartment door.
Yeah.
And so, do you want to move to like have your back to the kitchen and have like make her face you that way, or
The idea is to put her in a chokehold after that and just put her to sleep. So I just need to get
cool.
behind her.
mental note, right? Grapple rules.
I love grappling.
I do too, actually.
Also, I have now said this on camera and on the internet. Grappling, super effective when you want someone to stop doing what they're up to, so I tend to lean towards it.
Yeah.
It's never as effective in D&D as I want it to be, though.
Yeah, because they have bad rules.
Yeah, they have terrible rules.
Okay.
So yeah, ideally, I'm going to punch her, distract her, and then just jump on her.
Okay, well, I mean, you're going to deal damage.
Yeah.
So you're dealing a d6 plus your melee.
Just 1d6?
Yeah. It looks like a 1 from here.
No, it doesn't.
So 3?
That's 3.
It jumped out of the box and.
That's 3. I didn't. Yeah.
Okay.
That came in a pack of 100. It's dead to me.
Okay.
You're not Nemo.
So when you hit, you know. So you actually land in a spot between, but you can feel there's some
curse
like
me with
plates
that.
in her leather jacket.
Yeah.
But you like get low enough. You actually like kind of like punch the top of her butt cheek, you know? Like, could you like Charlie horse someone there? And
Yeah.
that sucks.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah. So like you kind of like get in low, and her leggings are not
Yeah.
armored, right? And you just like dig your knuckle into that
Look,
joint.
she's a fan. I'm going to give her the experience, I guess.
Sure.
This is a service now.
Here's your
immersion.
autograph. And
Yeah.
it's just your knuckles. All
Yeah.
over it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna leave a mark for sure. And she's like, huh, like what? And is like half mad and half offended. Like,
Very confusing for
punch
all
me
of
in the
us.
butt.
Yeah.
Butt puncher.
I know we're both very confused, but I'm a bottom.
I'm fine.
The vibes in the studio today are heinous.
Say we're punchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Yrsa's turn.
Fuck.
And you're maneuvered around by closer to the kitchen to get her focused that way. Got it. Max.
So I have a thought. Scary, I
I'm
know.
sure you do.
I would like to try to turn this like guerrilla concert into a impromptu fundraiser and awareness moment.
Oh God. But the internet. Think of the poor internet.
It is a nothing good for me. But in a way to raise awareness and garner sympathy for the, what do we call them?
Recovered?
The recovered.
Recovered.
And especially those that want to like live their own lives and
yeah.
like, so try to like use this new sudden popularity to kind of get that message out
Okay.
in a way to hopefully get them to oppose Rise as much as they can if Rise were to get access to this kind of thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make your performance check. So just a 13?
Just a 13.
Oh, is
Okay.
that all?
That's all.
Can you roll for me?
I'm afraid to.
Why don't you borrow those dice? Let her touch those dice.
No.
I dare you,
I
coward.
haven't rolled this well in weeks.
That's true. Joey also rolls like hot garbage, so this is nice for him. I'm
at least
actually
I'm
not
hot.
mad.
Right?
It's a vacation for him.
Hot garbage. At least I'm hot.
Right? I've heard that for hot mess too. Like, at least I'm hot. Okay, so the you pivot the concert. It's turning into a whole thing. Like a couple other people from a band that are like not quite your level, but they're celebrities on the station.
Sure. They've opened for me once or twice.
Right. Yeah. They like have turned up and they're like want to play with you on stage if you let them come up.
Oh,
and,
yeah. We'll collab.
But in the process, they come up as you're like finishing one song and transitioning to the next thing, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" Like that whole wedding party's over here now. Like this is just better than their shitty reception, whatever hedonistic, boring shit that was.
Don't you hate it when your orgy just gets boring?
Boring wedding orgy.
Do you not have my mic on for that kind of class?
Oh, we heard it.
Yep.
All right, so you see what seems like 2 or 3 people who just have that like aftertaste of plainclothes cop moving through the crowd, not directly towards you, but it sure seems like they're like a little sweaty about getting to the stage.
Okay.
So, what would you do about that?
I'm going to let them do what they're going to do, because in Max's mind, go ahead. arrest me.
Okay.
Oh no, don't give me more support. Don't make me look more like the martyr. Don't make me a martyr.
I just want to remind you that there aren't really cops here. They're just people who work for other people.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So a couple options here, Joey, because you rolled so well.
Yeah.
I would let you roll. Well, you basically just had a successful perception.
Sure.
If you wanted to know more, I'd have you roll investigate.
Okay.
Because everyone uses perception wrong in D&D.
Let it out. Let it out. This is a safe space.
Investigate is what you roll when you're looking for something. Perception is what you roll when you didn't realize something was coming. You don't search a room with perception.
Are you okay, Jason?
How you doing?
You all right?
Do you want a hug?
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't even really care that much.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll carry your message.
So, what do you want to roll?
Cute. Yeah, let's... Oh god, my investigate's gonna be terrible.
Well, it's just, roll with disadvantage and -1 for being untrained.
Yeah.
I think it's also okay to say Max doesn't have that instinct.
It's what your character would do.
Yeah, I honestly, I think I'm gonna go with my original thought, was let's make this as big a deal as possible. Sure. And you know what? Maybe I've garnered enough support here, they won't be able to arrest me.
My friend and my charge get kidnapped in the same session. Back-to-back sessions.
I'm just saying, we might get an I Am Spartacus moment.
Sure. Yep, that's what's going to happen.
It could.
I'm Max Ego.
Very confused. No, the one with the makeup.
No, they'll all say they're Max Ego. I'll say I'm Trey Butch.
And escape out the back.
Right.
This
Okay.
is going really well.
All right. Next in the order is Freshwater. So Clara, she comes around with like a kind of like flat knife hand with that same hand that had all those doodads in it, and it's like sparking.
Ooh, I hate that.
Ooh.
We hate that, but I can take a hit.
And she says, "You want to play grab ass, huh?"
Yeah, I'm here for that.
Okay.
Let's go.
So you're gonna roll a defense of either athletics if you just purely want to get out of the way, or melee if you want the chance of riposte.
Yes, please.
But I mean, if it goes poorly, it's worse
Hold on, let me get new dice.
than athletics.
I'm just gonna borrow these, thank you.
Does that make sense? Like what?
Yeah, like
because you're like trying to counter it, and then you flub the counter, and it's worse.
it's not the dice you were
No, it's
rolling
fine.
though.
No, you were fine.
Everyone
I
who's
promise.
just listening, Clara just reached into Joey's dice box and took some dice,
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna take another one. Just
and is just touching most of the dice in his box now.
I don't know why the
Oh
gremlin.
God, she's putting her hands on everything. Oh
God,
oh God. Oh,
Consent.
the horror! The horror!
That's true. I did only consensually take one of these dice. Sorry. What was happening when I rolled melee? I could fuck it up roll bad?
Yeah, so if you roll athletics to just try to get out of the way, if you fuck it up, it's not as bad, right? Like a 6- on that is like, you're going to take damage, but it's not as bad as a 6- on a melee check. But a melee 10+, you could actually turn the fight back on her and do damage on her turn.
10+ is really high. I'm gonna do it because I have 30 HP to spare and a protect suit on. Why not live fast, die young? All right, let's go.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it is you roll with advantage, you have +2, but this is your defense roll, so go for
All
it.
right. So how many am I rolling?
3d6
Three.
and keep the higher 2.
So that's a 10 + 2, which is a 12.
Okay, yeah, you actually will be able to turn this attack back on her. What does that look like? Are you gonna like flip her to the ground, or just like try to get that arm bar
Yeah, I
that
think
you
I want to
wanted?
get that arm bar in. So again, I just need her down.
Or choke. I think arm bar is something else. Chokehold.
Yeah.
You were saying, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So yeah, she goes to like, swipe you with this knife hand thing that is like zapping through the air. And you just get under that, get it so it's like kind of pinned and she can't bend that arm towards you. Because the other hand doesn't seem to be doing anything exciting.
That seems boring. All right.
Yeah. And you get that chokehold on, and on your turn, we'll be able to do some kind of strength check to try to
Excellent.
sit her down and have her pass out.
Excellent. Because I need her alive.
Okay.
I want to know center.
This is reading a lot like a personal thing.
It feels a little personal, so, I would like to know.
Oh, I think this was like a couple of people who were like putting, just let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know that she was sent by anyone, but
well, we're going to find out. I'm taking it personally.
They fucked around. Now they
find out.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh,
well,
I get to do this.
That brings us to Sacha and the hired guns.
Hey, all right.
The guy by the bedroom door is medium engaged. He's taken some damage. He's mostly like stunned at the moment. But he will get his shit together in a minute. His big old handgun is just like a foot away from him. It's just on the floor instead of in his hand. And there's another guy in the room, but you can't see him from inside the bedroom.
Oh, the twitchy guy is inside?
Yeah, he's like kind of over where these two are fighting, which you also can't see because you all are just, looking out of the bedroom doorway.
Okay.
Which is where there's this guy here. You all are coming in this way.
Okay. So I will say I will take care of him. Go help other room.
Okay.
So that's the plan.
All right. So let's roll your attack.
Okay.
What do you want to do with this guy? Melee?
Yes, I have a stun glove.
Okay.
Is what my stunner is. So the plan is to just plant one in him and make sure he's not getting up anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, that could be his the end of him. Not his death, but he's definitely in a bad way. So,
okay.
Let's roll melee plus your physical.
Okay.
Oh wow, you're a good fighter too.
One of these is cocked, but not terribly so.
That looks flat.
Okay. 10 and 1 is 11.
Yeah. So, just to see how it goes, what was the damage on that previously? The shot glove or whatever it was?
I think it was like 2d6 plus 2 or something.
Yeah. Okay. So let's keep the 1d6 and the plus 2. I like that.
Okay.
For the shock effect. And I would basically call this stress damage. This guy's almost out of stress. Well.
Yeah. That was a single one. So
yeah.
plus 1.
That was
plus
like
2?
the one number not to roll.
Yeah.
You had a 1 in 6 chance of not knocking this guy out. He's got that one stress left.
Okay.
So.
That's all right. That means I get to, do something fun.
Sure.
You'll boo at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
stay down.
All right. So the hired guns, run in the next room. I think one of them does unnecessary somersaults.
And I thought they were professionals.
You deem it unnecessary.
Yeah,
But-
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
that's true.
Combat roll.
Yeah, Yrsa just like...
Well, no, here's
Yeah.
the thing. I think they've probably worked together before,
Yeah.
and that's what
Sure.
they do. One goes low and the other goes high.
Yeah, like one
Yeah.
is like coming around the doorway, the other is like whoop, whoop, like diving through the doorway.
That's
To
How do you not call it a summer assault?
no one calls it that, Joey.
From now
Joey.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, Joey.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Give it to me.
Okay. So Sach, let's roll your guns plus social again,
Okay. My guns plus social.
which is the opposite good of your personal guns skill.
Yeah. So social is my low, and then guns is a plus 1.
Sure, or you could roll tactics instead if you prefer to have a -1 instead of a +1.
That's compelling, but I think I'm going to go with my first choice, Bob.
Okay. Do you want the nachos or the nachos with broken glass in it? It's a tough decision.
I mean, free glass.
Yeah, hey.
7, 8.
Okay. So, yeah, they head in there, and I think they pretty quickly bring the, super twitchy guy down to like one knee, like they're put up, like the flechettes and the laser pistol. He's like knocked to the ground as I like kick the computer under the table, and the whole stream goes dark. But they are super effective. You use hired guns. They are super effective. Okay, let's go to Cece.
All right. Well, since I went in with stealth, I kind of hid behind the bed while everyone else went in.
I love it.
And then now I go and I grab Signy's arm and start getting her back to the ship.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Just in and we're gone.
Has Cece met Signy before? Do you two know each other?
I don't know. I doubt it. Probably not.
I don't know when you would have. I mean, we're friends. Like, you and I are friends, so maybe in like one of those.
You could have gone out drinking together.
Yeah, we could have all
Yeah.
gone out drinking
Maybe,
once.
yeah.
And
But
Signy is like low key famous
Yeah,
as a
like,
sex worker, like not like Max Ego famous or.
she might have like a couple people who have like definitely written songs about her.
Yeah.
Sure.
But like maybe.
Well, and my helmet's not opaque. Like
Yeah.
the
Okay.
two hired guns.
Yeah.
You know, so she would probably know who I am
Okay.
just because of
Also,
our recent famousness.
that's true.
You
And all
know?
this happening, I feel a little. She definitely knows who you are if Signy and I are friends.
Yeah.
She just doesn't. You might not have.
Right. So I think the
Exchanged.
only problem here is you stealthed in, and Signy's like, "Who the fuck is that?" So I need you to roll social plus lead.
Okay, so. That's an 8.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough to get going, but it's a little slow because she's
Yeah.
like, whoa, where the fuck did you come from?
It's okay. It's me. It's me. Come on.
All right.
Come on.
So as you know, you get her going, and she's like trying. I think what's slowing you down is she's like trying to grab. You can see like the emergency pack next to the like under the bedstand for decompression, right? So she's like trying to grab the like, pressure helmet at least. And now you're like, okay, yeah, hurry up, put that on. Like, click. You're trying to do that, but that's what's taking up extra time. So if there's an emergency, that'll be a thing. But you are moving her towards the exit.
It's one of those things where it's like, behind you.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. Don't be alarmed. Oh God.
Don't freak out.
Ignore me.
Pay no attention to the CC behind the bed. Okay.
Clara, Joey, could you scoot in a little bit more?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Great.
there we go.
Been slowly moving away.
Well, actually, I was going to adjust their camera anyway because I desperately have to go to the bathroom. Which, I don't know why this is happening to me, but we're going to pause combat.
In the middle of combat.
And you two two? This two sides of the table can vamp.
Question 1.
Yeah. the actual curse of being a GM.
Is perception used incorrectly in Dungeons and Dragons? Go.
Well,
I think lots of things.
based on a recent interview that I had, and by interview I mean someone saying very things loudly near me, I would have to agree that D&D uses perception incorrectly, or most DMs will use perception incorrectly. I think it is
Yeah,
rather
it's not
clear
the
in the
system.
book.
Right.
Yeah.
Counterpoint.
Yeah. I strongly believe that a lot of people tend to not play things to the spirit of the system. It's not a bad thing. Case in point, this game.
Well, I would say a lot of times I see people like who are new DMs on Twitter and whatnot, and they'll say things like, I can't get my head around this rule or that rule or whatever. And it's like, no, they literally say from the beginnings of D&D, everything's up to your interpretation. If you don't like a rule, get rid of it. Or if you want to modify it, modify it. It's more about the experience than it is about the,
Yeah,
And so
no.
it's, that's the best advice I could give anybody is ignore what you want to ignore. The point is to have fun. The more you know.
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, my common complaint with like D&D has always been that it is a violence-oriented game, and so I'm like interested to see. I always like seeing games where you're like,
says the woman who's playing a fighter.
this game is the first game.
Really? You want?
Not the first. I'm saying in a while. It's been a minute
Stabbing
since
spaceships.
It's been a minute since I played a high combat character in a D&D
Or a wizard who has no utility spells?
Okay, that was different. You can't bring home games into this. That wizard is a treasure.
A cursed treasure.
Yes.
So to end our vamp, because we have not done this in a while, I just need to say one thing. Balabanov.
Thank you for that. It was just long enough. I was actually thinking about it during your intro today. I was like, no, don't
I was wondering if anyone was going to do it.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
We didn't want to, overdo it.
Yeah.
It's been a couple sessions.
It's still fun.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
So, just briefly, investigation versus perception. The reason why I care is it's one of the things D&D rules did well. Like,
this is
separating those things from, like, situational awareness person is not always the person who's good at looking for clues, and vice versa. That's a bit of simulationism that I agree with.
Actually, if I may pile on, I have yet to find DMs who do passive perception in a way that I like.
Oh, no,
who just
gotta.
honor passive
The whole
perception.
point of it is like
It's like, you have passive perception, you would have noticed this.
Right.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I have a passive
Sorry.
perception of 18. Like, roll it anyway. Okay, I got a
2,
a
like,
3,
I roll
like,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
like. Okay, well the DC was 15. Like, my passive beats that, and it's like DMs aren't prepared to deal with it.
Yeah. But going off your point, not to derail us completely, but those of us who played old versions of D&D back when perception was broken into listen, see, and search.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
but now it's fixed.
Right,
Yeah.
it's fixed, but yeah, so see is now investigate, or search is now investigate, see is now perception.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Now instead of 30 skills, we have like 15 to
Yeah,
20.
it's good. It's good.
It's better than vampire.
All right. So, back to it.
Enough about a game that has zero impact on the game that you're watching/listening to.
It's
Now,
still content.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
And now for something completely different.
Yrsa, back at the top of the round.
Oh, am I
Ready? Am I going again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's do physical plus athletics. Let's get physical.
Oh, it's 3. Also, not these dice. These are cursed.
They know what they did.
Well, you can have these back.
Well, do I want them back?
They are yours.
Yeah, I will
What
take
did
them
your
back.
sweaty hands do to them?
Hold on, you
Rolling
said
with advantage, by the way. So the best 2 of the 3 dice you just rolled.
physical plus athletics is what we said?
Yeah.
I got a 7, which is technically 2 3s and a 1.
Oh, the 2 3s. I thought it was 1 2 3.
No, 2
Okay.
3s and a 1.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make me put them in the notebook?
Yes, I don't want to touch those dice after you touch them today.
Yeah. Those are dirty now.
Those are dirty now.
Oh, you put them in with the general population?
Oh, I'm going to use only these dice today.
Those go in dice jail. I don't know what life you're living.
No, when I
I
close
need
it,
a
Believes in
dice.
rehabilitation.
right? When I close the box, everybody gets a
Community?
fair shot.
Community
Right.
rehabilitation in your dice bag.
So they're
right.
more in dice community service.
All right.
Yeah,
Alright,
he,
I'm
even
gonna-
has, he even has little
That's true. You
orange
did get a
vest with it.
7 after all. That's a success.
I got a 7.
Yeah.
A 7 is a success in this game.
Now, however, with a 7, she's not going to pass out this round.
I
right?
didn't think so.
You make some progress, and she's like weakening, but she is going to be able to take her turn when we
Yeah.
get to that. So just be aware of all of that.
Cool.
But I think I'm going to stand by that you were aware of her shock hand, and like that is actually in an armbar
Yeah.
and can't like get back to you.
I'm happy for that and that alone.
Yeah.
Also, she's kind of in front of me, so human shield.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
Bonus.
if the twitchy guy by the door turns around to shoot at you, yes.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Also, Yrsa, please roll perception.
Triggered. Just I gotta.
That's why I was thinking about it, is because I knew this was gonna be a roll
So
at some point, and
We're doing 3d6
you have
with
disadvantage
disadvantage
because it's a mental check,
Yeah.
and but you do have +1 because you're trained in perception.
Yeah, it is rough because like there are more mental skills than anything in this game.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut those down.
God. Okay, this is the third time I've rolled 2 3s and a 1. So that's a 5.
Okay.
I don't
Cool.
notice anything.
Yep.
I'm in the middle of something.
And-
I'm busy.
And as I've noted before, when I call for a skill check, specifically the 6- is not catastrophic, right? It's just. Also, I like the fact that you know you whiffed.
Yeah.
Right? It's fine. PBTA is like, oh, every roll should advance the storyline. Okay.
In this particular case, I'm in the middle of something kind of important as not getting murdered.
Right. In real PBTA, yes, I agree. Every roll should advance the storyline. This is different. I made it up. It just also rolls 2 dice and has the same success bands and never mind.
We don't have playbooks.
Yeah, I see
This
no
is not-
playbook.
yeah.
This is the PBTA we have at home.
We keep
Um,
upgrading,
PPT we
downgrading.
ordered on Wish.
all right, Max.
No,
What?
because this is actually mostly functional.
No, that's fair.
No, this is functional. This is
Oh,
not.
okay.
This is the PBTA
I was
we
just
have
thinking
at
how
home.
good that was. That didn't hurt my feelings. I was like, that's because Wish is such a like palpable experience. Like I've ordered a jacket before I understood what Wish was. I was like, the fuck is this? Like,
That's an excellent. Oh God. Okay, sorry. Which brand PBTA? No,
Yeah.
this is the PBTA we have at home.
Wish PBTA. That's gonna be the name of the rules.
Mixed in the round.
Max,
Yeah.
before you take your turn, I would like you to
Sure.
roll perception.
Oh Lord. Okay. Perception. I get a +1 to it. No, I don't. I was looking. Oh, you. I was looking at Clara's thing first, but I also have perception.
We come from the same place. We have a
I'll take that. That's a 9.
Okay. So you catch movement in the corner of your eye. Mm-hmm. There's those like plainclothes folks. I mean, plainclothes. They just like move. We don't have law enforcement on the ring,
Right.
And we're in Tivoli. It's very unlikely that someone outside Tivoli would send bruisers in a big open way like this. Like there's. That it would just be war, right? Like,
Right.
It would be huge. Now, sending someone to sneak into someone's apartment and deal with that, like, that could be anyone, right? But to go up and tackle Max Ego, extremely unlikely. And I think you even get, like, yeah, these 3 people probably are shifty, and if they got you alone in an alley, but part of your perception check right now is, like, they're not your whole problem, but you're pretty sure, that, well, let's see, it's really noisy in here. And I just think, like, over at the side of the stage, I'm sure Max has that kind of perception at least. Like, you're not super good at the mental skills, but you do have that situational awareness of, like, a fan is rushing the stage.
Oh yeah.
And that's what makes you look over there, and there's no one there. You just saw movement, but you must have been wrong.
Okay.
Now, for your turn,
Uh-huh.
if you would like to roll investigate, that's an option. Or you can keep performing.
Yeah, let's do an investigate. Let's do a. It's gonna be terrible. We're gonna do it anyway.
Oh yeah, disadvantage with a -1.
Yeah.
Wow, we don't have anyone who's good at that.
Okay.
Hey,
I'll take a 7.
that's a 7.
I'll take the
Hey.
7.
Okay.
You're doing so good.
So you're pretty sure you can't see it now, but that flicker looks like stealth tech.
Okay.
We're 500 years in the future, folks. We got stealth clothes.
I'm just wondering who has access to stealth tech.
It's relatively expensive, but it's not even like Armani expensive. It's,
No, I'm looking. I know. If it's Rise, I'm going to take out some aggression.
But the 7 is that you're like pretty sure you saw the like Predator moment of like that, but now it's gone, and that's upsetting.
Right.
So either they're extremely still and this tech is high end, or they actually stepped out of view.
Okay. The 2 Jamokes that I've been kind of keeping an eye on, do they look like they're approaching the stage, or do they look like they're approaching possibly an elevator to get to a higher level?
No, they're like in the crowd and they're watching you.
Okay.
And they're kind of like waiting for their back alley moment.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right? Now, I also want you to roll perform again, but I'm going to downgrade you from advantage to flat roll.
Okay.
Because of the distraction.
Sure.
Does that seem fair?
That's fair.
Okay. Oh, no.
No, but still +2, that's 7.
Oh, God. Joey can roll a 5 on the dice and still perform. So, yeah, the performance suffers a little bit.
I've heard that about him.
But, you know, you're up to... to be fair, it's a max ego 7, so,
Right.
like, that's better than
That's
a lot
a
of
normal
7s.
12.
Yeah. All right. So, that's Max Ego's turn. Freshwater's turn is going to try to flip you. Right? She's going to try to just like drop her body weight and pull you over the front of her. So, I think I'm going to need the athletics check for this because she's not actually attacking you. She's just trying to escape.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3d6 is still rolling with advantage?
Yeah. Yeah. You are extremely physically trained.
Just rolled a whole bunch of dice to see if anything would roll over a 3. These ones rolled 4s.
Okay.
It's been I'm about to throw out this whole bag.
Hey, there are 4s.
2 4s.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Was this with advantage? My advantage? It wasn't a... I wasn't
With
taking
advantage,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
The best
8, 9... Yeah.
9?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But that's still a success,
Yes.
right? But I think she gets enough loose that I'm going to give her an attack.
That's fine.
So roll 2d6 for me, please. This is your damage roll.
I know.
Okay.
I'm like trying to just
Now the
now
box
they're
starts.
gonna...
This is why I like having you get... Like, we don't roll damage in PBTA usually, and it's been really fun for me.
I'm just gonna... I'm like, which one of these suck the least?
Don't forget, you'll get to subtract your armor. There's a 6.
Oh, they're opposite dice.
But the other one was a 1, so like averaging out to a 3.
Everyone is saying it's the stork seat.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
6-1. What's my in the protect suit, which is 3d plus 2?
No.
That's what it said. I have no idea where that came from. Hold on.
No, that's not right.
That's incorrect.
What is it in the book? I think it's like half of what was listed in the book is what we did.
Yeah, hold on.
I think
My
it's a 4, so it's a 2. Pretty sure.
Yeah, because mine was originally a 3 and we dropped it to a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said whatever the armor was in the book.
Right.
It's just half of that.
Yeah, half round down.
that means I gotta find it. Give me a second. I did
Okay.
not have the right one open. I will tell you. Move on, and then we'll.
Okay,
I'll tell
so
you how
it's
much.
7 damage minus the new...
The protect suit.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, the armored suit.
Oh my god. Why don't I organize better?
Okay, so that was Freshwater's turn. Sach? Oh, sorry, I should tell you.
Oh. Yeah, it's 2.
Okay, so you take 5 damage, and what she does when she like drops her weight and she's not able to flip you over, she the arm that isn't armbarred, she like twists her wrist and a blade goes out like parallel to her forearm, but like a switchblade elbow, and she like
Crazy.
scrapes that on your ribs.
Crazy.
Love that.
I
Love it.
love that. I will point out, like, she's a big fan of my work, and yet she's bringing a knife to this fight. I'm feeling.
I mean, she's
offended.
losing. So.
She's losing, but I'm offended.
Okay. All right. So, Sach.
I'm going to make sure that guy stays down.
Oh yeah, just like fully knock him out.
Yeah.
Okay. You won't have to roll damage, but let's roll.
Just in case I do really horrible and get
Yeah,
box
I mean
scars or something.
it's worth checking.
Yeah, of
Or
course.
you really well and kill him.
That wouldn't be really well because it's not my intention.
Yeah. Your intention is noted. Yeah, that's
okay,
fine.
there we go.
Like 11 or
10.
something. Yeah. So yeah, you just zap this guy one more time, and he's like, and tips over. So,
Great.
um,
And then I look around the room and
there's twitchy guy over there, and your hired guns are like
in the
kind of
next room-
trained on him. He's like down on one knee and like trying to like get something from behind him. So what do you want your hired guns to do?
I think that they don't see a weapon for him yet, right?
No, but he's like reaching for something. I mean, it's pretty obvious he's reaching for a weapon.
Right. Then I think that they would be trained to stop that from happening. So
Okay.
whether it's the laser or it's the flechettes, I don't know who fires first. That's up to you, I think.
All right, let's roll
But I
and
think
see what
somebody
happens.
does that.
Let's roll your. I'm gonna have you roll tactics this time.
Okay.
So it's a flat roll, but it's -1.
That would be a 5, sir.
Okay. So they both open fire, but the problem is he is not where he's supposed to be. Everyone here watch The Expanse?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, for anyone who's totally caught up, he like crunches something in his mouth as he pulls his gun and like blurs across the room.
Oh, no.
Son of a
He's so fast.
gun.
Right? And like has a gun in his left hand, like just another big caliber pistol, and tackles the guy with the flechette, right? And like they like crash down onto the couch, and he's basically he just like gets her around in a chokehold and gun to her ribs, and is like looking at all of you, and his eyes are way too wide, and there's a lot going on in that brain right now. His nostrils are flared, and you can just see, like, he's not twitchy anymore. He's now, like, turned up to the speed he's supposed to be at, and could be a problem.
If people haven't seen The Expanse, I think another description would be the second episode of Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, yeah. Really good example.
I know exactly what these are, too.
So,
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
No, like it's actually in Yrsa's kit as well.
yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's like juicers in every cyberpunk game
Yeah.
of some kind.
I think when I sent you what the things I have in my inventory, I have them, but I don't.
Oh,
use
really?
them. Yeah,
Okay.
Yrsa has them. She doesn't use them.
All right. I'll double check that. But,
I
Sacha,
almost bought some of those too, honestly. Just like as a last minute ripcord.
They were given to her by somebody else as a suggestion and have never been used.
Oh, I see.
nice. I like that. Cece, you're pretty easily. It's easy for you to like send Signy into the ship, and I imagine she's been on the Brosnia before,
Oh,
at least,
sure,
like at a party or something. And so it's up to you if you want to like go in there with her or go back to the fight, or what do you want to do?
Okay, so in the bedroom, Sach has subdued this guy.
Yeah, kind of like on his way. I assume you were like walking out to the living room.
Yeah.
And just like zap this guy on the way through. So you actually could use like Sach as cover as well if you wanted to go that way, because I mean Sach is physically large, right?
Yeah.
No, not especially.
Oh, okay.
He's more. I described him as having like the bones of a bodybuilder, but never put the muscle on.
Okay. And like a tiny 6 feet tall or something.
Yeah, it's a minuscule 6 feet tall.
Just unimaginably short.
Yeah, I think I had set him at like 5'10", and
Oh God, imagine
I know.
needing help with all the high shelves.
Yeah, imagine.
All the people.
Oh,
Where they all come from. Lilliput, apparently.
oh, we kid.
Yes. But in any case, yeah. I mean, he's more wiry than stocky.
Okay.
But like definitely has a stocky genetics.
But you also have real thick vac suit.
Yes. Yeah, I've got like a breaching vac suit because you never know what you're going to find in
Yep.
these.
Yeah.
These hulks.
So, CC, you definitely have options.
I think while that guy is knocked out, I'm going to make sure he like tie him up or
Oh, sure.
tie him up.
With what rope?
My infinite rope. So I'll make sure that I tie him up and make sure any weapons he had on him.
Oh, yeah.
That I remove.
Okay, so you actually, like, his
I'm
big
like
old...
the cleanup crew. Just make sure.
His big old handgun is over there, and you can actually see he's got a palm blade. Like if he flicked his wrist back, there'd be a. You could see like he's limp, and like the knife point slides out of his wrist, like it's in his body, right? Slides out of his wrist a little bit, and you're like, oh, well, I can't really take it off of him, but he's, if you tie him up with his hands together, he's not going to be able to do anything with it. Good luck stabbing your other hand. Like, I mean, I guess he could pull a Wolverine, to like pop out of his bindings, but he probably doesn't heal like Wolverine. So
Would I know to check his mouth?
I don't think you saw what the other guy did.
Right. But I mean, I
So-
would know about enhancers, but I don't know that I'd know to check his
He's got
mouth.
criminal contacts.
Tell you what, let's do social plus streetwise. Just as that's not your action. I just want to
Okay.
let's leave it to the dice. Because you're right, you have a fair chance of this.
That's a 10.
Oh yeah, you know that you should check, and you know what telltale signs to look for.
Okay.
So how thoroughly do you want to see? You already know he has one piece of cybernetic gear, so
Yeah, I mean, we're doing full.
okay. Yeah,
No,
like-
I'm kidding.
No, yeah, that's not gonna. We're not gonna do that here. But
No, but I make sure I look inside his mouth.
yeah,
and-
you squeeze the jaw open and
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see there's a tooth trigger. There is. You can also see there's just all kinds of like interface behind his eyes. Right, there's a lot of gear in here. So sort of. It would be difficult to deal with all of that. But,
right, but the tooth one at least I would want to.
You yank his tooth out?
Yeah, I think I would. Because if I know that this is going to help him break out of the ropes I just tied him up with,
Yeah.
I'm wasting infinity rope on you, dude.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Let's roll medic.
Okay.
Because if you roll real well, you'll get it intact.
Or, I mean, you can roll mechanic if you want to get nasty about it.
Ooh, I get 3 digits.
Oh my god.
So that's an 8.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you yank that tooth out. It was a little hard to get at, right? And so it took a long time. You're like, get your pliers in there. And you're like, yank, and
Put my foot on his face.
yeah, and I'm going to give you an extra piece of information. It like when you yank that out, you can see there's like metal graft. Like he has some kind of auto grafting to
Wow.
it that like bone wrap or something, right? Like you could just tell like he's had a treatment of some kind, and if he hadn't been shocked, he would be extremely difficult to put down, especially if he'd had his
Okay.
drug, which is probably some version of Prism.
Okay.
So you get the tooth.
I put it in a pocket
Yep, great.
in my
For
suit.
later.
Yep.
Save it for
I
a
wanna
rainy
Say
day.
that
Examine
shape for
that.
later.
Okay, great.
I want to examine that.
Sure. But okay, so that'll be your turn. Let's go back to Yrsa. Actually, I should probably take another bathroom break, right? I'm kidding.
We can talk about D&D some
Question
more.
2.
So, how down is this woman looking? Is Freshwater looking?
Oh, she's hurt.
I'm trying to put her out though. Like I'm trying to choke her out.
Yeah, so we would need your athletics check.
Cool. Let's just do that one more time.
It's
Then.
just last time you did really poorly. At
I
that.
did. I rolled
she was able
so
to, like-
well like our first game,
Yeah.
and then never again. Okay, there's an 11
Oh.
plus melee. Yeah.
Yeah, athletics on this.
Okay, so 12. Oh,
Just a 12.
just a 12.
No,
Down at all.
yeah, you're finally you're able to like flick her other arm away, and you're not able to trap it. But then you realize like, oh yeah, here we go. It's the switch and clunk. Yeah, she's
There it
just
is.
dead weight,
All right, bye.
but not dead.
Awesome. Check her pulse. Still going.
Yeah.
Pop back up.
Your intention was not to kill her, right?
Not to kill her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's information for later.
Okay.
Pops back up, and that's my end of my turn, but I will cite the other dude.
Yeah, the guy who's
Yeah.
holding the gun, a hired gun hostage.
Which is, again, very confusing. Yeah, well, let's go. Let's go, man.
Okay. So on Yrsa's turn, I'm just going to take a free action, and this guy says, "Just let me go." And his voice is like a little high, like the first, like, oh no, this was the super twitchy guy.
This is Tucci
yeah,
guy.
yeah. But his voice is way more steady. So he has a little bit of a high voice, but it's not screechy and shaking.
I guess we kind of can't. He's just a hired dude.
You don't know that.
As far as we
I'm gonna ask, like, were you just a goon? Like,
It's just a job. I'll just take my brother and go.
I'm not there.
wait, am I the only one in the room?
Well, no, this is the living room.
This is the living room.
Yeah.
You're in here
I
with
was
me.
coming to the
I'm in the bedroom.
Yeah.
but you're
Yeah,
not.
this is all happening like, over here on the couch. The twitchy guy, no longer that twitchy, but like is
Yeah.
holding the hired gun who did the dive into the room, and Sach, you've just like come through the bedroom door over here, and that's
I mean, Sach. We have the Ringleader.
I do not want anyone to get hurt.
Neither do I. That was not a decision made for us.
Will
I'm like bleeding a little bit. Like, I did not make that decision.
I'm looking at the guy and I say, will you tell us who hired you?
what? No, I'll never work again.
There are other ways you could never work again.
Look, we're done, right? There's nothing else I could get. You're not going to get anything from me. Let me just take him and go.
How about this? Is she higher than you in order?
Who are you pointing at?
The
Freshwater.
Freshwater? Yeah, man, she hired me. You want to know who hired me? She hired me. I don't know who she works for.
Anyone comes for us again, we will kill you.
I don't have any control over that.
I don't care. Bye. Take your brother.
All right, so he actually
Actually, wait. Or is it just you two?
yeah, it was a simple job.
Okay. We will kill anyone who comes for us again.
It's not going to be us.
Just let anyone else know.
Okay. And so the hired gun is kind of like real stiff, right? She's trying not to react too much in the situation, and is allowed to he shoves her aside and goes to grab his brother, like the back of his collar, where there's enough armor in that, and then just one arm picks him up and heads for the door.
It's probably a good way to the item. Yes, we all okay. Yeah, we've got Freshwater, we've got Signy, and we should go. Should we go get Max?
Inside the building. So inside the building, there is fuzz that we can't access Max.
It's just your microphone. You could text him. It's just you can't microphone.
Is there a landline in the room?
No.
I can't
Max
call down.
Ego.
I can't call down to the reception.
No, the panel in the room I think has room service,
Okay.
reception. That.
Perhaps you go back down in case there is camera or interest, and grab Max, and we will meet back and text if problem.
Yeah, frankly, that was a lot easier than
I
I
want
thought it
to
was going
patch
to be.
her up first before she goes down.
Oh sure.
Yeah,
You're probably only a
bleeding,
little aware of this gash in your side, and yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, that's going to leave a stain. So let's
I love it. Let's roll medic.
do it. Makes it worse. I text Max, done up here, and I'll check on Signy. Is she on the ship now?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay,
Okay,
roll
good.
2d6 for heals.
11.
Oh,
So,
that
all
was
of it.
overhealed. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're I've never felt so good in my life.
Wow, I feel great. Let's do it again.
Did you take any stress damage?
I took 2 for Signy getting hurt in the same way that.
You can heal that up too if you want.
Oh, cool.
You
What
get
stress?
the you,
So
you-
while-
you
while
get the
I'm-
good inhaler. of
Yeah.
like, oh yeah.
Tending to you, I'm like, how do you feel? I mean, really?
Tell me about your feelings.
I'll text Signy just a like thumbs up emoji. I feel like she's probably mad at me now more than ever just because we got into this.
You text Signy?
Yeah, I'm like, you
Oh,
okay?
Okay, so then she comes back through the docking collar.
Oh, so she's still around.
Yeah. And you could see she is in this like electric magenta jumpsuit, right? That must have deployed from her like emergency helmet, and it's kind of on par with what
Yeah.
Max was wearing the other day. Probably even less armor. Looks fucking rad.
Yeah.
On her. I mean, she's wearing the hell out of
A
this.
little bit like a space retro kind of
Right.
vibe.
It's got some of that, like from a different angle. It's a little more purple or a little more pink.
I love
and,
it.
You know,
I love it. I just bought fabric like that today.
Yep. I love a shimmer, so like any opportunity I have for that's what we're gonna get. So yeah, she comes back in carefully, like flicks her, her like helmet rolls back, like the in Stargate, the movie, the way they're like
Yeah.
yeah, except a little smoother.
Yeah, Yrsa just hugs her, like completely, like runs
she-
across the space
yeah.
to hug her. Like,
She hugs
okay,
you, too.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why they assumed that was going to work.
Okay.
I want to check Freshwater's mouth.
Let's roll. What did we roll first time to check?
Medic.
Medic. Yeah.
Well, no, you rolled streetwise for to see if it was there, or if you knew to check for it.
Yeah.
Right. But now I definitely know to check for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then you have a good idea what you're looking for. So yeah, medic is fine. And you're not pressed for time either.
That's a 12.
Okay. So no tooth implants aside from like she has like an induction mic in a back molar, which is probably more trouble than it's worth to pull out.
Yeah.
Because she's going to be muted in here like everyone else, right?
Okay.
But as far as like immediate search, like there's nothing in the teeth. She's got some like retinal stuff, like everybody does. And then she has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elbow, wrist. No, elbow. That's 4. Knee. That's 4 more. Heel. That's 10. She has 10 long bone blades
Oh, God.
that like extend
fuck
this
this.
way or this way or
I
out the
grappled
top
her.
of the knee.
You let me
from
grapple
behind.
her.
You got it. Like it was the perfect attack. I was like, this is legit. Like she tried to get that
Shit.
elbow blade in there, but like she flubbed that and like this is like you did the one thing she couldn't defend against. I'm over here like fuck my you solved my porcupine puzzle.
Oops.
She can't knee someone behind her. She could have probably like flicked her heel up, but you like already started lowering her, and there was just no. So she could go like either long bone out of the knee or like foot spikes, which is probably less likely to use because she's also in mag boots. But so yeah, she has 10 blades.
I just want to figure out a way to truss her up so that she can't cut the rope.
Apparently from behind.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you tie across her like biceps, like around there, she can like T-Rex flail.
Straight jacket her.
Like she could get these knives out, but if you just don't get close to her, it's fine. So if you do like bicep tie and then like around the knees,
Okay.
calf, lower calf, because
Okay.
the knees have
Yeah.
2 spots that emit blades.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
a weird mod.
Just reminds me of a joke. Why can't T-Rexes clap their hands?
Why?
Because they're extinct.
Vicious. I love it. Suck it, T-Rex.
Got him.
And they can't even do that.
I can't even do that.
Even high-five themselves.
Okay, so yeah, you get her tied up with this infinite rope, and also, while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Signy is like, for the record, I'm gonna be pretty mad for a few days.
You know, that's super valid. I'm really sorry.
But I'm also mad at her, so
That's
I
also valid.
want in on whatever happens next.
That's also super valid. I'm gonna text Max and let him know we're up here, and we could just talk to her in here, I guess.
Okay. Fine. Also, your friends are hot, and you didn't tell me that.
I feel like you knew this.
Cece's like, I'm hot.
Yeah, I mean, she like gestures at both of you, but isn't speaking at you. Like she's like, "Why didn't you?"
I
look at Sach, I'm like,
sorry.
Whatever, and
You
like
met
stops
Max.
between the two of you, like just walks past you into the bedroom.
You knew. Okay, bye.
So, are we taking ship now?
Let's let Max know he can come upstairs. I assume this was not a part of the plan we thought about. We kind of didn't think this through.
I didn't even get this far.
I didn't get this far. I text Max like, all clear, head on up.
Okay, so
You're
Max,
not gonna
you
make
get
it.
that.
You're not going to
message.
make it from the stage, are
I
you?
am I'm still a little concerned about the invisible man, or woman, or them.
Yep.
But you know, so I have a thought.
Claude and Claudette Rains.
This band that joined me on stage, they were working another gig, right? When they came in, effectively.
No. I mean, they were on their free time.
Oh, okay.
They came in to like get busy, but then there was this awesome party, and they're like, why not both?
Okay.
I mean, they're not having sex on stage right now, but they could.
That's for the encore.
Right.
Yeah.
Second encore.
Those shows exist here. It's
Is there
not,
any kind of fog machine device?
Probably some kind of thing, but like you don't want to obscure the view that much. I mean, you're creating a little mystery is
Right.
okay, but when is the last time Max operated tech?
Max, who is famous for not going to the tech rehearsals.
yeah.
Is this a fair question?
It is a fair question. All right, let's.
Do it.
This is gonna be terrible.
I want to see you do it.
All right, I want to try it. I'm gonna try to work this
Okay. So
fog moment.
you're rolling at disadvantage, and I'm also going to give you a -1.
Okay.
You're not trained in engineering or mechanics
But I'm
or
trained in
explosives.
electronics.
Is this a computer?
I don't know. Is it?
Not the part that you want to
Okay.
make do something. There is like a tablet that like runs all this, or
Right.
some sort of like holographic interface. You know how to boot it up and log in. That's not an issue.
Okay. I will roll with disadvantage with a -1.
Whoa!
That's a 7.
Wow. That's the
Wow.
second disadvantage -1 that you squeaked through.
Yeah.
You go to hell. But save
I was
me.
there last week.
But save me a seat.
Okay, I will.
I'm gonna have Joey roll for me from now on, if that's possible.
A pinch roller.
Yeah, I'd like to
I
sub
don't
in
care.
a roller.
If anyone wants to roll for someone else, I don't care. I'll roll for you here if you want me to.
I don't
But
trust you.
No, not you. You're the GM. I maintain a non-antagonistic relationship with most of my GMs. However, you're not allowed to roll for me.
yeah, I wouldn't have suggested it, but like, here we are. So yeah, you managed to get through. Like some of this interface has probably actually been updated, and you're like, oh, they actually installed the update. Like,
Weird. That's dumb.
But yeah, you find a couple options for fog, but it takes a minute, and you do have to like go all the way backstage to like.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine. I'm taking a quick moment to get water. But my plan is to take said fog machine and point it in the direction of the person I remember the person being.
Oh.
I want to see if I can catch
nice.
their
Well,
silhouette in the fog.
It's that there's an array of emitters.
Okay.
Right, and so you want to turn on certain nozzles
Yes.
of fog. Then
Vary
that's-
that.
Okay.
Vary that.
All right, so with the 7, I'm going to say you're not able to direct it. You just turn all of them on.
That's fine. I'll take all of them on.
At maximum.
Yeah.
Because of your max.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do anything other than maximum.
Okay. The fog spews out, and I'm going to give Max a little more spotlight here just because you all did a bunch upstairs, and, we'll rewind a little and cover this time. And I'm going to have you roll perception, but upgrade that mental attribute to a flat roll.
Yes. Oh, that is a 9.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah, you look around and you start to see the fog moving around.
Cool. How far away is this fog moving around?
Well, it's getting less far away by the moment.
Oh, so it is approaching the stage.
It's approaching you because you're backstage,
Oh, okay.
out of view.
Right. Cool. So then I am going to, I think at this point I'm also going to see Yrsa's text. Max is going to, this is going to be great, run. I would like to stage dive off into the crowd.
Okay, so you want to run from backstage out
do
onto
a
the
running
stage.
leap into the crowd, and have them crowd surf me to the elevator.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, first we have to start running.
Sure.
Running isn't the issue, but this figure is doing something.
Okay.
And I assume you would like to try to evade it.
Ideally.
So I'm going to have you roll physical plus athletics.
I let you out of my sight for I want to say 10
Alternatively, you can roll stealth, but stealth isn't going to get you closer to the edge of the stage.
It'd be the same either way.
Well, I know, but the results are different.
If it helps, we're inventing an action movie that Max starred in right now in chat. So
Oh, are we? Oh God, I can't wait to read this
I'm so
later.
excited.
Oh my god.
always bet on Max.
Oh no!
Is there a title?
Not yet, but I'm
Okay.
sure we'll figure.
I'm
something
here for
out.
always bet on. No, that's the.
Yeah, that's the tagline.
I mean, that was a 6.
I know. That's a 7.
For athletics?
Yeah. I
Okay.
have a 1 athletics.
All right.
You worked out.
All right.
I'm a
So,
dancer.
A dancer.
I'm a mover. A good mover.
the all right, you get to the edge of where you would like bust out through the curtains, right? Like you're right at the curtains, and you hear this like lasso or rope or like something being like it sounds more like a grapple gun, like that like gas powered like
Sure.
But rather than wrap around your ankles, it just wraps around your upper arm, and you like spin around, and then it starts zapping.
Cool.
So, I don't think you're wearing armor.
I am. I'm wearing my Diplo vest.
Oh, you're 1 point
My
of
1 point
armor.
of armor.
Okay. Your Diplo.
Oh, it's called a Diplo, but it's
Okay, that's
the whole
fine.
thing.
Okay.
I don't think she would let me out of her sight in anything less than clothing.
I'm
mean-
starting to feel like a bad bodyguard. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the thing I want to say about that. There is in Traveler, and I think it's a very reasonable thing. There is a full long underwear version that is extremely thin, hideable, and is worth more armor than the Diplo vest. So unless Max is going out intentionally skimpy, it would make more sense that you would have something
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
not going out skimpy. That was no
Okay.
plan for this.
So then I'm fine with saying you have the long underwear armor, which is actually worth 2.
Sick.
Because it was 4 in Traveler, and so now
Hooray!
it's 2.
I don't know where to rate that.
Max does not skimp.
Right.
Well,
I don't know.
sometimes, but not for this. Not when it was a knowingly dangerous mission.
Max does
Right.
not skimp, nor does he overdress. He dresses precisely as he means to. So, I'm going to have you roll 2d6 minus 3 for the damage you're about to take.
Okay.
Because you're insulated, and then you also get to subtract your armor from
Okay,
whatever
so
you roll.
2d6 minus
So just roll 3 or 4, and you'll be fine. 5 even. I think you'll reduce all of that. Because if you roll 5 minus 3 is 2 minus your armor. Oh, I just 1 5, not 2 5s.
And those are the dice that I touched.
that's
So
why
it's me.
They're like, yay,
Why
we're free.
would you use those?
Because I thought they rolled low.
No, they roll shit.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel less
So
bad.
that's 8 damage. No, 7 damage.
Y'all, PBTA GMs, it's real fun to roll damage. Not only roll damage, but make your players roll the damage they're about to take. I didn't know there was a part of me that would like this much, but I'm broken inside.
That's the equivalent of cutting your own switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned something about myself.
You leave the belt on the bed.
Yeah. It's. Yep.
Sorry to unlock that memory for anyone.
Yep. I mean, yeah, I was there. Yeah. So
Jason made one of us roll for damage once and said, "I hope this doesn't awaken me."
So you
yeah.
took 7 damage.
So 10 on the dice.
Minus
3 is 7. Minus 2 of your armor.
Oh, right. So 5.
So 5 shocking damage.
Would you want that under HP or stress?
HP, because it's more that it is physically distressing. You know, and well, I guess we were trying to treat that as stress. No, make it stress.
Okay.
It's stress damage. I put stress in the game so we would have something for like stun damage and also horrors and trauma. But yeah, that's what that stack is for. You're welcome.
Hooray! I have so much
87 stress points. Not really, but a lot. More than anybody else.
This is role playing, so I can pretend like I can handle stress.
Right. But you are not tethered, right? This thing was supposed to like bolo around your feet, right? And it missed that, and he like shot too high, right? And it just wrapped around your arm and like whacked you in the back and like sucked. But you're not tied to anything. This thing is just still zapping. So if you want to try to pull it off of you, you cannot like run and unentangle yourself because it's complicated and tangled now.
Okay.
Or you can run with it and, maybe get zapped again, depending on what happens.
Or maybe run and tackle the guy so he's zapped with it too, or the person.
That seems dangerous for Max.
Yeah, does Max tackle his attacker?
Into the arms of the person
I
who's
don't
trying
know.
to kidnap you.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying it's an
It
option.
is an option.
It sounds like a Clara move, though. That's the thing. It's like, I'm getting shocked and you're going down with me.
I think what I am going to do is I am going to keep going. So break through the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at least in public.
Yep.
And then, I think I'm going to try to. So I'm not tethered to whoever that
Nope.
was. Okay.
You just have a zapper on your arm.
Great. I think I'm going to just break through and then try to untangle myself.
Okay.
Because at least now I know, I'm in public. It's much less likely me to get kidnapped in public.
Sure. And when you come out there and there's just all these sparks, everyone's like, ooh.
Wow! Yeah. And I'm just trying to play it off.
Yeah.
The show must go on. Please don't kill me.
Ride the electro snake, baby.
Yeah. So, I think it's athletics.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to get beat up by an invisible dude and everyone just thinks you're dancing real well.
That's a 7.
Okay.
He starts a new dance craze. Everyone on the floor is like,
The convulse.
All right. So, with the 7, I'm going to say you get zapped.
Okay.
But you kind of sense the pulse coming and you get your bare hands off of it to keep the insulation of your, whatever your suit is providing. You're actually getting some, burns along this jacket. Yeah. Right?
Just got that.
Well, it'd be fine if I also got it on the other side so it was symmetrical and looked like a pattern, but...
It's not good.
no. You play it off as asymmetrical.
Yeah, you're getting an
Well,
asymmetrical
Okay,
moment.
but right now, it's more infuriating than
Right.
anything in the moment.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm going to let you keep the -3,
Okay.
but you're going to get zapped.
Okay.
So 2d6 minus 3.
That is 7 on the dice.
So 4
4
minus
minus
2 is 2 more,
so 2
2 more
more.
stress.
This isn't even as bad as that one show.
Yeah. As you're doing this, like, wild interpretive dance of, like, just, get it off.
The crowd's going, ha, 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 get it off!
Yes.
Ha, ha, ha.
That is exactly what's happening.
Good.
Oh God.
As you, like, light up like a Christmas tree.
Getting like a text.
Do you
like,
have cybernetics?
are you?
I have a vocoder. A
Oh.
box.
Can you speech to text us?
You also make a noise like a high-pitch, fast-speed MIDI.
Mm-hmm.
The noise of the nanny bot comes out of your mouth.
Oh.
Oh
No! Why
I don't
is
want
that
it.
in
No,
there?
don't. I don't like that.
I'm beginning to think we made a mistake.
Think.
Okay, is only one problem. Is big problem, but only one.
Just the one.
Yeah. So it's just, I mean, it's probably a coincidence because you're being electrified and your vocoder just like, is shorting out.
Probably just old data.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying it's not like the voice of the nanny bot. It's just that like screeching noise that it made when it was fighting you is the noise your vocoder makes.
Okay.
But it's probably a coincidence.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's probably
No,
okay. Great. Am I free?
With a 7, yeah. You finally, you get this thing, you drop it to the stage. What do you want to do? You still want to do your stage
Yeah, I'm going to
dive?
do the stage dive and get to the elevator.
Okay. So you make the stage dive, and for right now, everyone's like, yay! They're not passing you anywhere. They're like, yay, we have max ego. This is the best thing that could happen to any of our hands.
I'm never washing my hands again!
Great! Over there! The elevator!
Yeah, except the noise that comes out of your mouth is this horrific screeching, and people are like making faces if you keep trying to talk.
Then I will just gesture very loudly.
Okay, like, why did he make that noise at us? Is he mad? Is he mad at us? Why does he hate us? Oh, God.
Yeah, back in 2808, Max deafened me in his ear when he did some big squealing thing, but it's great.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the Max to go behind the music.
yeah, I'm glad I still can't hear out of that ear because it makes me think of Max like every day. So
Max Ego tattooed here, and Trey Butch tattooed here.
Oh, God. I'm just imagining Trey Butch being his Hannah Montana.
yep.
I'm seeing them as knuckle tats.
Just ego and Butch.
Yeah. Little bit ego, little bit of Butch.
Why?
This is very good.
This is happening.
So back in the apartment, we are figuring out what to do next. Max has, I think you texted back, you know, like,
Yeah,
okay,
on my
I'm,
way.
I'm on my way, but didn't say anything about the creeper on the stage.
There was no time.
Yeah. Okay. So you send a quick text as you tried to get out of there.
I mean,
It was a good plan, Max.
I thought so.
You just didn't quite cover the roles.
Freshwater is out, and hopefully, and because this is a game and not real life, I assume more than 3 minutes is going to be fine.
Yeah.
That is the worst knowledge that I've ever been given, is how long one should be allowed to be passed out before they
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's
real
like
damage.
half an hour or something at least.
No, more like 30 seconds or more. You're really
that
fucked.
kind of passed out. No,
Yeah.
No, I mean, she's not. No.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
something else.
the cursed knowledge I have forever. She's going to be out for a minute, which means you can either try to wake her up and interrogate here, or just get back to the ship and interrogate there. I guess as soon as Max gets here, he should be here soon.
Do we wait for Max or put her on ship?
Why don't we start loading her onto the ship?
We
and
should
we'll wait?
probably get
Yeah.
ship out of here soon.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I'll ask for an ETA. You get like ETA ?
So the I think we said Signy went back in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So she reemerges, still in her like shimmery like vac suit, but is now sort of like Lara Croft, with like harness with pouches and a gun that you didn't know she owned. Like,
Sure.
it looks like a flechette pistol at least, which is a wise thing to. If you're going to own a gun here, that's safer. It all looks like brand new, right? Like there's like price tags on. No, there's not.
Yeah.
But,
She never uses the shit.
yeah, but yeah, she just went to like Adventures R Us, and
Oh my gosh. It's kind of cute. Okay.
and now finally gets to use it.
Cool. I guess we're gonna. I mean, I just feel like sitting tight. Is there a way to check on what's happening downstairs from here? That would be weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, all the news is like, there's this charity concert, and you could probably get a live feed of that.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, it turns on the news.
Well,
Yeah.
someone was already watching a live feed of it, so we know it's possible.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. I just like.
I mean, 100 people are serving
Yeah.
live feeds from
just
the
like
concert.
check my social media
Yeah.
to see what Max's social media, and I just see him crowd
You
surfing.
see him crowd surfing, like, just like doing this with his hands, like just waving his hands in the air, like he doesn't even care.
I'm gonna go get Max.
What is?
I just show you the feed. Like he's fucking around.
He's always doing this.
So irresponsible. You feel like you can't even trust him sometimes.
Signy, is it okay?
Max.
Are we okay to get on the ship and I guess we'll meet you around the front, or like around the front is a terrible idea.
I can't just go with you guys?
Well, no, you guys can. I'll take the ship. I'm gonna run downstairs and grab Max, I guess.
Well, I mean, we can wait for you to grab Max so we can all
Yeah,
leave
why
on
don't
the
we just
ship.
wait here?
Oh, that's fine too. Let's do that.
Do you need backup in case he does not want to go?
I think I can handle Max.
Okay.
This is one of those times
You have been
that
handling
I'm
Max
saying
for,
this,
for
and I
many years.
hate that is the true reaction. I think that would happen,
So
not knowing what's happening downstairs.
as she's getting ready to leave, Signy says, like pointedly to you two and not to Yrsa, who wants room service? And she like reaches, like pulls this like holographic interface like Tony Stark, but it's like the room service menu, like just this like holographic smorgasbord that you could just be like, order that, like whatever it is you want. So she's just like, it's on me. Thank you for coming.
Oh, well, thank you.
And our friends too?
Of course. And the one who like was getting choked, she's like, I'm not hungry.
I want to be good host. I did not want to step on
The
toes.
other one's like,
but
oh no, I'm definitely eating. And they're friends, and you see this look of like, seriously, you're gonna eat right now? Like, the whole thing just happened. This is like a whole other episode of these two.
I love them so much. I've pack bonded with these NPCs.
I feel like we have to have a hiatus episode where we cover their lives.
But yeah, I think the Carrie Ann Moss one is the one who was getting choked, and the Michelle Rodriguez is like,
I could eat.
I'm hungry.
Right. I just burned a bunch of calories. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
In that way, that like this is what my character would do, even though I hate that I know what's happening.
Well, but it's not that's a bad thing in the sense that it hijacks the story from everyone else.
Yeah. If anyone is interested in coming with me to get Max, I'm super down for that. By the way, I just feel like it's just Max.
And I'm sitting there.
And
And
Siggy's
they're getting
like,
room service.
I'm gonna order room service, and doesn't even like look at you. She's doing that friend thing of like, I just can't right now.
I'll take it. That's fine. I
I-
deserve that.
Sach looks at Yrsa and looks at the menu and looks back at Yrsa and gives you the like.
So
Are you okay?
the hired gun says, "Well, am I still on the clock?" The Michelle Rodriguez who's like trying to pick out what to order and then realizes like, oh shit, I'm
no.
working.
It's fine. You eat. He's baby man.
Okay,
Please, I appreciate everything you have done.
okay, yeah. I mean, there's time left if you like. You hired us for this amount of time, like,
This happened real fast, frankly.
yeah.
if Yrsa will calm me if anything is wrong, but I'm sure it's fine. She takes him out of situation like this all the time.
He probably let a crowd get out of hand. It happens all the time.
Yeah, and you can tell, like, this hired gun is like, really? Like, all the time?
So many times.
Oh, my God.
Like, yeah, I'm
I
just...
really want to... Actually, I am going to go, because I want to hear, like, can we talk
Yeah,
about this?
sure, I guess.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm waiting. I feel like you're like, Clara, please take back.
No. This actually, like, I wasn't
Yeah.
going to do this, and then this whole, like, conversational
Yeah.
angle is like, oh, shit, I could get dirt on this, like, the most famous guy on the ring. Like, yeah.
Sure, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
It's not like real dirt. It's just like Yrsa being like, okay, so you remember that like crazy like stunt he did like, back at last
Yeah, that's
year?
what she wants. She wants
This
those
is-
kind of stories.
Yeah,
but-
totally not planned. Totally, Max got a little carried away. All that stuff.
All of that is still good for, drinks for the next year.
Yeah, Yrsa
Telling-
does not
telling stories
register
about-
that this is like an important like
Yeah.
secrets or this is juicy gossip.
Yep,
Just like,
yep.
And I'm looking at the menu and I'm like, look, they've got those onion rings, Sach. Yeah.
The ones from
I forgot the name
The-
of the place.
Saturn,
Gut
whatever.
Explosion, basically, is
Yeah.
what it's called.
I have it
forget
in
what
my
we
other
called it.
notes.
Gas Giant.
Gas
Gas
giant.
Giant,
That's right.
I was pretty close.
I want a gas giant shirt too.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put that
But
in the
it's like
list of shirts. I
a
need to
gas
get on
giant,
those,
and
though.
it's got a ring around it, but it's like the middle of the burger.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely, gas giant burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll text you if anything happens. We're just gonna run downstairs, grab Max, run back up. Probably shouldn't be more than 5 minutes.
Yeah. And the elevators are fast, and you know right where he is in the lobby. Like, it's easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Don't look at me. I didn't shock me.
This is true.
Should we get something for Yrsa?
Yeah, well, I think she'll
I know
like
she
this.
likes this. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we order some stuff
Yeah.
for you.
Right.
Completely
Well,
forgetting her
like
IBS.
in the middle, because we don't want to be like.
There are things people with IBS
Yeah.
can eat.
Yrsa can have a lot of different kinds of food. It's just
And
like
we know there's certain things she likes and can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
she's not like a
What,
vegetarian.
what I'm imagining is we're not getting anything for Max because Max will just eat off of everyone else's plate.
Yep.
That's
Max
that,
is like, he
that's
doesn't
the
want it,
classic
and
Max
then-
move.
Yeah, he's like, no, I don't want
I don't want
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yrsa tends to order double whatever she's getting anyway.
Okay. So, yeah, you all are having a good time, and Signy puts the order in, and you're just hanging out for a little bit. In that amount of time, I think freshwater is starting to come around. So, and she was only, like, choked out, right? She wasn't, like, shocked or something like
No.
that. So she just, like, has to get her breath back and like, recover. And pretty quickly, she, like, wiggles a little, and then when she opens her eyes, she's like, oh, fuck. And just, like, sinks back into the couch, like, experimentally looks to see where the bonds are, and she's like, oh, you found them, huh? It's pretty good. Who did this, by the way? There's no, like, pinching or binding.
I've had practice.
Okay. And she's, like, kind of gives you a look of, like...
I'm like, what? I have a life?
No,
What?
work.
No work.
Yeah,
2 fingers of space in there. Got it.
yeah, she's into it.
Phrasing.
It's a two-knuckler, for sure. All right.
I do like that I can look to camera.
Yep. So, Clara and I just decided this hired gun's name is Hutch,
Cool.
the Michelle Rodriguez character.
Still on Starsky.
No. It's credenza.
Why is... Never mind.
Don't make me write that down because I will write that down.
I think
If
her
that's
name
true.
is credenza.
Okay. Is that just a last name?
Yeah, everyone calls her cred. Like you got good cred.
Ah, nice.
No
Okay.
one knows that it's credenza except Hutch,
Oh my
and
God.
holds it over her like,
Of course.
don't make me say it. And everyone's like, say what? What are you talking about? Cred's like,
Yeah, I'll go get the next round.
So I broke Joey a little bit.
I'm so mad.
I got you off guard with that one.
Because they're extinct.
Exactly.
So mad. So mad.
I'm just really proud that I just like pulled that out of nowhere. Of just
So well done.
like portable hole, the knowledge word.
It was so beautifully tried. Like, it
Yeah.
I'm really
It had
happy
to
about
become
that.
canon. It
Yeah.
just had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with my choices.
You should be. That was
Just like
delicious.
Max.
Made great choices today.
So, yeah, we couldn't go any longer without names for these two because they now have had characterization.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you and Hutch emerge in the lobby as Max, I think you're finally able to gesture to everyone to let you down, and they're like, well, why didn't you just ask? You know? And they're like, well, you know, they just think you're making your exit, or like, and so no one's following you. They're trying not to be weirdos. There are a couple of people who are like, want to touch you. They're being weird.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's part of the gig.
but they don't because they know
Right.
they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
So they're just hoping you will come over and like put your arm in their hands.
You know what I will do? I will rip off the sleeve that's been burned and throw it to them.
Okay. They dive on it like wolves.
Good.
No, not quite that bad. But it does
It's
get...
going to be a new fashion line.
Well, the jacket might turn into that, but the sleeve is ripped into tatters, and like people are trying to get bits of the mantle.
We're gonna see like scrap of Max Ego's jacket on the black market, and it's
For
like
sure.
that wasn't even the right color.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Well, a lot of people will have like video. What's it called when you have the provenance? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Video provenance of like, I grabbed this, look, like in their eye recorder, you know? But yeah, you two come out, ding, lobby, everyone's having a great time. The amazing thing about the noise generators is everything in that section of the lobby is just a quiet murmur, right? Of like, you can hear the music and everything, but it sounds, even though it's just this big open, you know, like the loading door at Costco sized
Yeah.
entrance to this big ballroom. Right? But yeah, you two walk out kind of across the lobby and see Max kind of like backing out of there, like, okay, bye everyone. Like his sleeve is gone. Like, what the fuck?
Had fun?
I'm going to turn around and give you a look. And I feel like we would have this look in place of, I'm in danger.
I need an adult.
I give you the diver like,
Like, we need to pretend everything's fine, but I am in danger.
excellent. Well, your room is ready. We'll go upstairs.
All right. For those listening, Max gestured with his fingers.
A nice gesture.
Peace sign?
A
Yeah,
nice
yeah. It was,
gesture.
yeah, yeah. It was a
Peace
peace
sign.
out. Yeah, okay.
I tell them it means world peace.
It was not
Peace between worlds.
Yeah, the three of you head towards the elevator, and you can actually tell, like, Hutch and Cred were there when you all were together and sort of like met, all four of you.
Yeah.
But now she's like standing in the elevator with the two of you and is like not starstruck, but she's like, this is pretty fucking cool.
She watched me get stabbed.
She's seen that many times.
That's true.
Part of the job.
That's part of the job. Okay, well,
like
This
she
is Hutch, right?
She rented her time.
So jealous.
all right.
I'm
I
being
imagine
paid
it's
to
that
stand next to
weird.
Matt
Yeah.
Ego.
It's still elevator music as we're like.
Right.
It's Girl from Ipanema.
Yeah.
That song is eternal in an elevator.
Okay, now we don't want to get.
Yeah.
I don't think we can get DMCA'd for that,
Yeah.
can we?
No, I don't,
Who
I don't
knows?
think so.
Yeah. Yrsa like tries to check a watch she does not have.
That was parody, fair
Ooh.
use.
You know what would be
So only
cool?
two bars. We're
So
done.
I really like following. There's this guy who does minor key
Ooh, I love
shifts.
those.
Ipanema in a minor key would be fucking creepy.
I don't like that.
I love that.
I don't. Not when the lullaby.
I can hear it
thing
in my
is
head, but
done.
I'm not good at it. Like I can't hum it. But
Oh God! If only we knew
that
like
shift
musicians
is like, yeah.
who would be able to.
If only we
work-
knew
yeah.
some musicians who get paid to make music because they're good at it.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of anybody.
No, I got no one.
Clara and
blank.
Joey are both professional musicians.
Okay, excuse you.
Oh, and Michelle. Oh my
Michelle
God.
is actually a
Hello.
professional musician and is married
We
to a
have
sound
3
mixer.
professional musicians at the table. Are you a professional musician too? And I didn't know.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just
I almost said yes, but
in my in my whatever the opposite of defense is. I'm a folk musician. Like,
Lightning in a Bottle wrote 1 song.
All right. Well, you get paid to perform every year, so
I carry tune in bucket. I deliver bucket to stage.
bucket full of tune. That's like Max's new show.
actually, his new show is going to be One Winged Angel.
Yes, it is.
I hate this.
Chat, I love you. Bless you, you
I like
egomaniacs.
I love it. I love it.
Michelle,
we
I'm so
decide-
sorry. I feel genuinely bad.
It's okay. I'll cry later.
Y'all, I carpool with Michelle, and I'm going to have to just sit in my shame
This is
for 25 minutes.
this is the perfect opportunity for Michelle to just play you all of the work she's ever done.
Yeah.
Which no musician ever
They're
makes.
actually
fun.
really good. Not only that, like, wrote the song for the Spider-Man RPG we played together.
Oh yeah.
I am ashamed.
Like,
It's
I'll let you live
good.
in your shame, Jason.
It's really good.
We're just louder. This side of the table's just louder.
We're also, like, in our music house.
Yeah.
This is true. This is also where we record all our music.
Okay, so
Sorry.
we don't have a ton of time left. So yeah, we're in the elevator, and I'm gonna have both of you roll perception. Hutch is a little distracted.
It's in the elevator with us?
I don't think we would roll perception for that. We would just roll get stabbed.
Gets stabbed repeatedly.
You feel this poking sensation.
Oh,
The
fuck.
90s
This
version
is
of
my
Get Smart,
men.
Get
Yeah.
stabbed.
This is my mental, which means it's a 3.
Yeah, me too. Ooh!
Oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Those were faces.
I'm in the proximity to Clara now, so now my rolls are bad.
you've been sitting next to her for 3
No, but
hours.
Max is in proximity.
Max.
Oh,
The characters are now next
yes.
to each other.
So what do we got over there?
I got a 6.
Okay, Max. Total of 3. You're holding up 3 fingers.
Yeah, I've got 2 1s and a 2.
I did better than Max.
Wait, you have disadvantage on this.
I know.
You
I
got
have 2
snake
1s,
eyes.
and that's what I said, 2 1s and a 2.
Oh,
But he
you
has
have
a
plus
plus
1 to
one.
perception. I got it.
We
Okay.
both have +1s to perception,
Yeah.
but I still got a 6, which does no good.
Yeah, and I think you have a flat roll. Oh no, you both have disadvantage to perception. Situational awareness.
We
is
have
low.
low mental because we were not well educated as children.
Right.
Because we grew up in Tivoli.
Yep.
And it wasn't because we were dropped on our head as children, because you have to be held to be dropped.
Oh, ouch.
Oh,
Wow.
Not wrong.
wow, I started laughing at the first part of that and took a sudden
And now I
turn.
feel bad that I'm still laughing, but
We
I'm
had
also
hard
still laughing.
childhoods.
Oh my god.
That took a dark
It's
turn.
one of my favorite reads ever.
I love it. I'm keeping that in my pocket.
Do it.
This is mine now.
So I'm just gonna make a real hard move.
The elevator's gonna break. We're gonna plummet to our deaths.
The service panel on the top of the elevator, because even 500 years in the future,
Yeah, you gotta have
they're the same, right?
Yeah.
It's better. Like the material science is better. It's like a liquid fold over kind of,
Does it iris open? Psst.
No, that would be an elevator anus. I don't like iris doors.
Fair enough. You heard it here first.
But the panel slides open. The electro lasso hits this time.
I hate this.
And it gets kind of like an awkward, under one arm and around the other shoulder because it's coming from above you. Max, this is on you.
Clearly.
And then the the panel opens, the elevator stops going up and starts going back down, but Max goes up through the panel.
Well, fuck.
So whoever that is made the elevator switch direction and just yoinks Max up through the elevator. And Hutch is you can see the professional embarrassment of
No, I think all of us.
yeah.
What a weird moment for that to happen.
Yeah, like you two, you're looking, you're eye contact with the hutch. You're like, what the
Fuck.
Yeah, and she's kind of like waiting to see what you do.
I'm not sure what to do in this situation ever. Like, no one prepares you for elevator reverse direction, also top open and steel person.
I think that's a good place to roll credits then.
Yeah.
There's a Hutch looking at each other like, the fuck?
Like up at the open. I mean, like, you all can go through there, but like
We're gonna, but it's gonna take a second.
Yeah. Hutch is like, he like makes the basket with her hands for you to like.
I guess that's where we're headed next.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll roll credits on that, but real quick, I want to check up in the apartment as well. What's going on up there?
We're just
We're having a nosh.
Okay. And so we'll also have the questioning of freshwater next time. We'll just pick up where we left off.
Oh, good.
And then
I love this
if we
rest.
ever can get to a moment, we will have another time passes. But it's been a little hectic.
A little hectic.
just
Yeah.
a touch.
So, cool. This was fun. I had fun. I hope you, dear listener or viewer, however the case may be, also had fun. My name's Jason. This channel is called Happy Jacks, and we are the Happy Jacks Network. I had a piece of paper. Thank you.
There you go.
This is the end of episode 7 of The Drop. You can go to happyjacks.org/The Drop to see all of our previous episodes, or just get them on podcast feed, because Stu set it up like that, and it's cool. The channel, you can also just go to happyjacks.org/shows to see anything and everything they've ever done here. I've been in a few of those, and those are probably the only ones you want to watch, but the rest are pretty good too. That is a very poor joke. It's actually a bunch of high quality stuff.
Run out of Jason stuff.
Oh my god, could you imagine, like, not just rewatching all of the Jason stuff? So cool.
It took me a second to parse the sentence,
Yeah.
and then when I did, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, just doubled down on the mess.
don't." Yeah, remember to drink your Ovaltine.
Yep. Got him. So the we'll be back next week. That's how this show works. We're one of the weekly shows at Happy Jacks, so it's not the 2 weeks. It's one week. It doesn't really work the same.
No.
But let's go around and tell the folks where we can find your work. Let's start with, I guess, musician
I
Michelle.
guess, yeah, So, it's a thing.
I am ashamed.
So I'm Michelle Otis. You can find me on Twitter at Michulu. You can also find me on 12-Sided Stories, a fantastic podcast, which I'm privileged to be a part of. You can also find my music
Yeah.
through Play Mail Games on DriveThruRPG, or you can get the whole catalog, including my music and my husband Wes's sound effects, through BattleBards. You can subscribe. So there you go.
Thank you.
I just had to rub it in.
No, I know. I expect to always have this shame around my neck.
I think the two of you are going to reenact the elevator scene before Max got yanked away. Just we'll be very quiet in the car. Hey everyone, my name is Nick. You can find me on Twitter at Sungrowler. You can also find me there on Instagram, but don't bother because I don't post anything there. This is currently the only show that I am on with Happy Jacks or with any other non-affiliated corporation. However, I do encourage you, if you like the intro video that we show, that was done by Bill Roper, and if you hit him up, I believe on Twitter as the Bill Roper, or
freaking
something.
Bill
No,
freaking Roper.
Bill
I don't
freaking
think
Roper.
he's freaking anymore.
He's not freaking
Oh.
anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, switch it. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, look up Bill Roper. You'll find him. He loves doing these sorts of videos, and he'd love to do one for you.
That's actually kind of good because I was never sure if it was freaking or freaking. Like if there was the G on there, and like I follow him anyway, so whatever. But like,
I think it was freaking, because freaking is when you're hacking the planet.
that's true. Yeah, we do know that. Yeah. Wow. Joey, please say something.
Something. Yeah, so I'm Joey. You can find me on all the socials at Feywild85, FEYWILDE85. You can catch me every Sunday on Jason's channel, It's Probably Okay, playing Demigod's Media Storm, where I literally played the exact opposite of this character, who may or may not have been put into a photograph.
We also still shit on you, though, so, like, same
good.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah, similar vibes.
Similar dynamic, just a different character. I'm noticing a trend.
I feel bad about it, kind of.
I just had a wild thought unrelated to all of that. When you spelled out your Twitter, and because you had just rebranded everything, imagine how wild it would be if you had spelled out 85. Feywild EIGHTY dash FIVE. Follow me there.
That's way too
Like
much
and subscribe.
Also,
I think
there's
it's
a
over the character
maximum limit of...
But like, what a wild state that would be.
Well, you can always shorten it to FY.
Sure.
FYWILD.
Maybe I'll just look different to do it
WLD.
in Roman numerals at some point.
Sure. Clara.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, do you have more to say?
No, except that in case you weren't aware, Bill Roper is also a musician.
I know that. He was not in the room with us.
He's not driving home with
spiritually.
you.
Clara?
And I'll have you know I play a hell of a kazoo.
It's true, he does. I'm Clara. I'm all over the internet as clearly _golden unless you're into mermaids, in which case I'm on Instagram as mermaid_clarity. I follow my Twitter and you'll figure out what I'm doing. I do a lot of shit. I might do more shit. Who the fuck knows anymore?
And I'm Jason. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at It's Probably Okay, where I do a bit of streaming on Fridays with my friend Sam DeLev, mutual friend for a lot of us here. Sundays, also there, running Demigod's Media Storm, as mentioned. And that's the main thing I'm doing right now. I'm also experimenting with this, like, taking care of myself and, like, going to bed on time and doing that.
I don't know her.
But there's a good chance that, at least for the next few weeks, I can return to my Wednesday show schedule because I want to. And they're about to release the sequel to Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which is a Borderlands 2 DLC. That DLC alone, one of the best video games ever made. Borderlands 2, pretty good. That DLC, top 5 video games of all time, for me, at least. And the sequel's about to come out, and I want to stream it. So, I'm real excited about that. I think this week I'm going to start, and then next week I have off for Thanksgiving, and I'll just stream all day, every day.
Work.
Yeah. That's not what's going to happen. But, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We will be back next Monday, and until then, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.